anyways, guys, B tier pod. We're back at it again. I'm about to edit the video from. Did we do one on Monday?
Yeah,
We did.
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm about to edit the Monday video, and I know it turned out fine with the audio and everything like that.
Not like
That was-
last week.
That was a whole issue.
Still want you to send me.
So-
We need to have
We have a clip out. We need to have a clip out of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I do have a 10-second post record of me trying to fix this microphone, and we'll probably just upload that. I
Yeah.
deleted all the other ones, but yeah, we'll do it as a full upload. It'll take up a Friday night upload, and then like next week it'll continue as normal. You know?
Yeah.
You should probably get yourself. We should probably also put the episodes in a audio only format as well.
Yeah, Spotify and iTunes Music and all that, or iTunes Podcast. Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I think that's the other thing. It's just like a
AI
time
software that makes things real easy. Really,
it's a
can't
time-
transcribe it all for me too.
It's a time management uploading thing for me. Like I need to hire a administrative assistant at this point because I'm running like 3 channels. I have like
Yeah, you
there's a
do.
lot going on. All of them got TikTok. All of them have YouTube. All of them have Twitter accounts. I just need somebody to like take 3-4 hours out of their week, just like upload everything. You know, I could pay them $50 an hour. I don't care. $200 a week or
I'll take
$150 a
TikTok.
week. Yeah, TikTok for B tier.
Yeah.
I think Kayla's gonna do it. She wants to do it. So
If she wants.
yeah, otherwise I would give it to you.
Otherwise, I can.
You
help.
can take
I
the
can help out
Twitter
with that
if
yeah.
you want to.
Don't
The
matter.
Twitter's easy. It's really just like you could even take photos while you're on the pod and upload them. Like that would be amazing. You know,
Just
just be like,
before.
oh yeah, we're doing another pod. You know,
What time?
or
is
like
it?
here's
You
the
know?
whiskey
Like,
we're
right.
drinking tonight, or you know, like make
Oh,
it super easy.
we could premiere the drinks we do that.
On Twitter or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be like the easiest thing ever. It's just another account for me to manage.
No,
so
yeah,
it gets
I
like,
get that. I get that.
It gets like more and
And
more.
I can always set up the Meta account because there's nice these things. We have Threads, we have Instagram, and we have Facebook. It's like why not?
forgot about Facebook, dude.
Yeah.
I could do
I
that
can't
one
do
too.
that one.
I could do that one too.
Mhm.
I don't
do that
think I
as
can
well,
manage it.
You know? The other thing is like when you
I'll
print-
create a page.
you
I
post
got
it on
it.
Instagram,
Okay.
you can cross platform to the other 2 locations. So
Okay,
yeah,
I got it.
I
That's the
forgot
upside.
about Thread.
I'll-
Is Thread
I'll-
still like
yeah.
in use?
Yeah, people are still using
Well,
Threads.
people are using TikToks now, so it's just like they're uploading TikTok. So even if we're on TikTok, we could get uploaded twice. You know, more people
Yeah.
seeing it. You know,
Yeah.
Got Rumble too as well. You know,
Yeah.
so at least that one's
yeah,
the one we can
Rumble-
flag.
forgot about
Rumble and Odyssey are going to be like our next like branches. I think is kind of where we're going to go. And that would just be because I think those are like the most free speech heavy platforms right now. That Kick, Rumble, and like Odyssey are like.
Did
the-
you hear about
the big
Justin
3.
Trudeau? He arrested the CEO of Kick.
Did he really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait.
Because Kick is based out of Canada, I
Huh.
believe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
never knew that.
Yeah.
Is this what
I
you're
wonder what he
drinking?
got him for.
Well, this is so I wanted to share this with everybody, but it's like he didn't want to have a sample of it. But so yeah, it's one a friend of mine gave me. It's apparently it's like they sell it at Woodman's. It's right around that $50 price point. So it's like, well, I'll give it a shot. And he thought it was a little too sweet for his taste.
I mean,
it's like,
that was just off of smelling. I did
Mhm.
not
Yeah, here.
have it yet.
give
But
it a
I'm
little
good.
sip and see what you think.
It does smell real sweet.
Yeah, it smelled like licorice to me. I don't know how close of a taste that would be.
That actually tastes really good.
Smooth.
It is really smooth. Like, and he's got the ice cube already like melted down pretty much into it.
It's
So, like,
almost like tastes like a
caramel.
chocolate. Yeah,
It
Caramel.
looks like
Caramel.
a. It looks
It-
like a.
yeah.
it
very-
tastes like a caramel.
I'm good. I don't really want it.
It's surprisingly pretty decent.
It
It's
is
almost
really
better
good.
than Dough Ball.
I
Dough Ball.
believe
I think
it,
that's
but-
better than Dough Ball.
Yeah, it's almost better than Dough Ball.
Oh, it's probably better than Dough Ball, but Dough Ball is like a $20 bottle or something.
Yeah.
So if that's like a $50 bottle,
Maybe it could be cheaper.
there is something I do want to try with you guys on here at some point. The Dalmore, the chocolate flavored, like the double oak chocolate flavored whiskey.
Oh, really? You
Mhm.
picked up a bottle or something?
I have not, but I'm saying I want to try it with you guys.
Sure,
on
I'm
here
down.
At some point. The other drink of choice.
That one's got a bite.
Yeah,
That one
probably
smells,
will.
smells like
Yeah.
it got a bite.
This is Chattanooga whiskey.
I'm gonna let
Low
that
trade
sit.
was kind of
bourbon.
hoping so it tastes like
I'm a-
trash, so they just dump it out so they could switch to that. But
That's actually pretty good.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get a picture of this.
Yeah, this is a 91 proof. This has got a little bit of a bite.
Yeah.
This isn't even the biggest bite on the shelf. I think they have 140 proof.
God damn.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
They're talking business. These guys are
Melt
in
your
it for the
insides,
money.
you
Yeah,
know?
it's like a 70% alcohol.
There
Like,
goes
why
my
not?
kidneys in one night, you know?
Yeah, right.
That's
Not even like I
that's
had
a
it to
cigar
begin
one,
with,
man.
like, my kidneys working overtime already. I don't know if they can do that right now.
Take some more milk thistle and flush out your kidneys. You go.
Oh, man.
You know, start taking your beef liver supplements, your milk thistle,
Yeah.
your
Anyways,
taurine. I don't know what else you need. um, but yeah, I was gonna mention quickly before we jump in fully too. We did hit 50,000 views total on the channel.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
So it's about I think like 52 videos right now. So
Our
we're
shorts,
averaging.
a video.
our shorts are doing real.
Yeah,
Well,
we're averaging about 1,000 a video. I don't know, like obviously there's some that don't hit at all, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
there's some that like hit like 10K or whatever. But you
We've
know,
had 2 or 3 hits,
I think we're up to like two, at
and
this-
then one's
maybe
like real
three.
close.
Yeah, so like that's
Because
wild.
the other day I just looked at it and it was like 3.4
That's awesome.
like, yeah.
Nice.
You know, the way that like feeds like short feed videos go is like they get into the short algo for like whatever amount of time and
Mhm.
then they just flatline. So like usually the ones that hit 10K now like won't hit 100K in the future. Like they'll just be at
Yeah.
10K, maybe 11, maybe they'll hit, you know.
But
And then they won't really go much further
if
than
we
that.
keep going 10, 10, 10, you know,
If we
we're
can,
gonna
yeah,
consistently hit 10, it'll be
one of them
huge.
will consistently hit 100K.
Right.
Or
Yeah,
like
'cause
yeah.
We'll
usually
get 1,
Yeah.
2, and then it just rolls from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, like for how early this channel is. It's only been 2 months.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Mine
Or 3
fluctuate
months,
on
might be
average
3.
between like 500 to 1,000. Then I
Yeah.
have the rare ones. My biggest one right now today, it's at 14 mil. Yeah,
Ah,
14.4 mil.
14 mil.
Yeah.
For a YouTube short?
No, for
Oh,
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
that's
then
pretty good though.
15K. I had a couple of them that hit 6 feet or
I
7
didn't
figures.
realize we were sitting next to a celebrity. I should
Right.
probably
It doesn't mean much. It's not
change
paying
my
me any
tone
different.
and wear a business suit.
I had one at 7.1, 3.7, but it's like it is what it is. It's not like it's bringing me any money. I got an email yesterday from Meta that's like, oh, we're gonna pay you $1.44. Here's an invoice for it.
$1.40.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is crazy dollars.
Yeah. It's a whole lot of pennies right there, boys.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, dude, you could pay
Sheesh.
Yeah.
for a whole
That's not even a
gumball.
Swisher. That's not even a Black and Mild.
That's not.
No,
No.
no, but that's the start. You know, like if you can replicate that, keep hitting like $1 on every post. You know, like
No, that's told for the entire 30 days with hitting those
Oh.
figures.
I
Because
saw
Instagram and Meta are the same thing, so it's like they're all
That's
tied
tough.
together.
another
tough.
thing that's wild is I saw gas under $3 today. It was $2.79.
Oh shit!
Is that the
Yeah.
We hit a
first
7 in there.
time in
Yeah.
3 years or 4 years?
Something.
Man, I
Yeah.
miss dollar gasoline.
Oh,
I really
man.
do.
I miss
really do.
$5 packs of cigarettes.
Oh, I miss
Yeah,
the
that'll never come back.
$1.90
No.
diesel.
Never.
That'll go up to 25 before it hits
Oh, yeah.
5.
Oh yeah.
and
It's already halfway there.
Yeah, that's crazy. That like I think Minnesota is like $15 a
It
pack
is.
or
Yeah,
something.
it's
It is.
expensive. You got to pay for those Muslims somehow.
Like, what are you supposed to do?
Those new
Wait.
stadiums, you know.
No, yeah, yep. Did they
The-
put a new stadium in somewhere?
US Bank.
Oh yeah,
But
yep.
that's paid off now, so they can lower the prices again, you know. But they won't.
no,
Yeah.
no.
They're
there's
gonna build
something-
something new now.
Yeah.
You know.
They have a
And-
spending problem,
and it's not
okay?
the roads.
Yeah, it's not
Yes,
the
roads, yeah.
goddamn roads.
Like give
Yeah,
me
the roads are
The
pretty bad.
goddamn roads.
Especially when you go through town, they're pretty bad.
They're pretty dicey.
Oh man, yeah.
Or the wintertime, they're dicey.
They have to
Mhm.
get repaved like every year up
Like,
here. So why
yeah,
do they
too.
even plan around like anything else?
Now
That should be the only thing they spend my tax dollars on.
I drive down 90 so much that now they're what they've done is like when you got to the clover leaves like that, the on-off ramps,
Mhm.
they're making those concrete now.
Yep.
It's like, why didn't the fuck you do it in the first place?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
I remember back in the 90s and growing up through the 80s and 90s, like everything was all concrete. So it's like it lasted forever. Like my dad would tell me, it's like, we haven't had to touch these roads for like 25 years. And now it's like they put blacktop in and they're done. They're going to shit like less than 10 years.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
average,
like
it's
almost
8
every
years.
other year. I feel. Like,
Well,
like,
yeah,
it's
the
another-
snowplows dig them up,
And-
you
or they
know,
start- or they start
they start
warping.
warping.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that gets dicey, especially when you're pulling something because you start feeling everything rock.
Wobble.
Yeah. If you don't have
Death
sway
wobbles,
bars on
you
your
know?
truck,
The only road system that I really, really liked when I was driving out east almost like 2 weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago,
That's right.
We
When you went
went
to land of communism, yeah.
Yeah, we went through no, we were in, like, Ohio and Indiana
Oh
and
shit. Okay.
Pennsylvania, so we went a little bit further east.
Oh, you went that? I didn't know you went that far out to
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
we were in Pittsburgh
You
area.
drove all the way out there?
Mhm.
It's a pretty drive, isn't it?
He's a man.
90 is
Yeah.
pretty.
It is so much fun.
Yeah.
Dude, like, the Ohio tollway or the expressway or
Yeah.
whatever, you cross over from Indiana and you instantly know you're in Ohio because the roads are, like, 15 times better.
Yeah,
And
it's no joke.
funny
Yeah.
how
Oh
it's
yeah.
just
Oh,
night
that's
and
awesome.
day.
I've made that drive.
Oh, you've been okay.
And then, yeah, when you go all the way down the 80 expressway or whatever, like, you're just cruising. You're cruising. 3 lanes, open roads, there's people, but it's kinda flat, and then you get up into the mountains of, like, the Appalachian Mountains. Awesome. I don't know, one of the cooler experiences I've had. You can see, like, waterfalls from the highway and stuff. It's like, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. It was, like, the only part of the drive that I liked. And we did that on the last obviously, it's, like, the last 4 hours and then, like, the first 4
Yeah.
hours. So, like, on the way back, like, we were doing that middle of the day, and
Oh, prime.
just cruising,
Yeah. Prime. Yeah.
cruising, 90 miles an hour.
Why not?
State troopers pulling people over, not me, you know?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, right, allegedly 90. But no, it was great, and then we get into Chicago, and then instantly the roads are just trash again, and you're like, "Oh my god."
Well, you guys go. You actually go through Chicago. I always go to
We-
Bloomington and cut around.
Yeah, we did Bloomington on the way back. On the way there, my mom lives, like, kind of a little bit out of town, and we
Oh.
stopped there on the way in,
That makes
on the
sense.
way to. But we
Yeah.
just split the drive in half on the way down, and then, on the way back, we straight shot it. It was, like, 12 hours.
Yeah, it's doable. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Alicia and I did, and we went to Columbus, Ohio. We just straight shotted it.
Oh,
We
yeah,
ju- we just-
Columbus is, like, on that road.
Yeah, we just switched it off, and we went through Indianapolis on the way out there. That's a fucking shit show.
Oh, yeah.
We hit that at fucking 4 o'clock
Oh,
in the
yeah.
evening. That was a shit. So on the way back, we went up to the Wright brothers. I went an hour out of the way, and we got to see some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
And it was well worth it. But Alicia goes like, I have no idea. Like my dad calls, like, I have no idea where he's taking me. We're going. But it's like I just wanted to go. I just did not want to go through that mess because it's like even in the inside lane, the fast lane, you're still only going 30 miles an hour because it's all bumper to bumper.
Yeah. We
And
had
construction too.
an accident in Chicago area. Some guy, like, hit the median, flipped over,
Hey.
hit, like, 3 cars on the other side.
Go big or go home, right?
Yeah, right. And, like, we got stuck in standstill traffic. It was, like, 8:30 at night in
Oh,
Chicago,
fuck.
Oh man.
which is, like, the worst because it's
You just,
4
like,
lanes,
Lock
Yeah.
your doors
or
real quick.
5 lanes essentially in that part, and, like, it was just bumper to bumper.
Okay.
Got stuck there. Yeah, ambulance couldn't get through. Cars had to, like, pull over for them, and it was a
Oh,
mess.
shit.
So that was a lot of fun. And then what was it? We stopped in. It was by Bloomington or Bloomingdale. I don't know. It's like
Bloomington.
one of those
Right.
one of those places. And Arlington Heights, they had like a shootout happen when we were down there, and there were cops all over the place. Like we had like 15 cops when we pulled off the interstate to get some food. And like,
Shit.
they had one car pulled over. Guy looked like he was living in his car essentially, but then like 10 cops pulled him over. So obviously not just doing nothing. And then there was like
Just chilling.
we had,
Just
like-
average.
we had like 15 cops, and then we like the gas station that we stopped in. We pull in, there's like 3 cops already sitting there talking outside or whatever. We walk into the gas station, and the guy's like reviewing like security footage, like right in front of all of us. So we're like, what the heck
Hey.
happened? Well, yeah, we looked it up later, and there's like apparently like 1 or 2 shots fired in that area, and they couldn't find the guy, So absolutely crazy.
Hmm.
Very eventful Chicago trip for me. I don't know.
Never a dull moment. So
And-
I mean, I feel like that's every.
All I
Chicago
wanted
trip.
was Culver's, okay? All I wanted was Culver's, and we
I
ended
feel-
up going
I feel
to
like
Wendy's.
That's every Chicago trip.
Yeah.
Like
Beca-
at least one happened.
Yeah. It was funny though, because I'm
Like-
like, oh yeah, this is like kind of a nice area, Arlington Heights, and I guess
it's
it's like
hefty.
Yes, yeah.
It's hefty.
the northern half of Arlington Heights is kind of nice, but yeah, we got to the south side apparently. Because I remember telling Kayla, I'm like, oh yeah, like
They're moving on up too, you know?
yeah.
Well, that's the thing is like, they'll
Upward
just start
spiral.
bringing the Haitians in. It's like, fuck, we got to upgrade. But the worst, like Springfield,
Next thing you know,
Ohio,
your
was like
dog's
all over
gone.
the place. Yeah, yeah.
Next will be in Beverly Hills, you
The
know?
AI memes have been phenomenal. Like Trump holding a dog and a cat. Well, come to find out, like most Haitians are into voodoo,
Ooh,
so
it's
they
kinda
won't.
hefty, huh?
They won't eat
Yeah.
cats.
Not that bad though.
What are
Kinda
you
do like
cheersing
the
to? Shitty traffic.
shitty traffic in Chicago, Illinois. Land of fun.
Ooh,
It's not
That's
bad though.
hefty.
It's not bad.
That's a hitter.
that's
Yeah.
definitely it's got some heavy.
That's a
to it.
hitter.
That's a
Why?
good one. It's like that one pair really well for a good cigar.
That one
good
got-
mild.
yeah.
Be real good for ice fishing.
Put some liquid coat on for sure.
Oh, it's a high malt. That explains why it's got the heftiness. But it's a 91 proof out of Tennessee high malt. So wow, that's pretty sweet. At least
Chattanooga.
25% of specialty grains. See, GMO right there. It's like just call it. It's like, hey, we got some GMO in there, boys.
Everything's
It's non-vegan.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Suck it, haters and vegans and cyclists. Yeah.
It's got they use yellow
You-
corn malt, so that's why it tastes the ryeness out of it because they use malted rye, caramel malted barley. So that's
I definitely
then
taste
honey
the
malted.
caramel.
Yeah, that makes sense with the honey and the caramel flavor with it all.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's
pretty
not
sweet.
bad.
This is
Definitely
only
not bad.
aged for 2 years. This is actually only like 8 to 12 barrels. This is actually
I was
almost a small
talking
batch.
to him before we went recording live.
Yeah.
But I did say that we're probably gonna do proper 12 next week. Proper 12.
Did you want to say that for March?
March?
Yeah, St. Patty's Day.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean we can get a different one there.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of good ones. A lot of tasty-
Tillamadoo and anything else, I guess.
Rush Mills. There's a lot of badass
Man.
ones.
Yeah, where we just do like a classic black label Johnny Walker that weekend.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that seems like a normal.
I can always bring on the double
Festive.
black so we can give him a chance to taste it and give him
Wait, Which one again?
double black from Johnny Walker.
Oh yeah, the double black label
Yeah.
is delicious.
It is.
I feel a little bit of sarcasm coming.
No, you actually might like
Oh,
it.
it's
You might like
pretty
it.
good.
His
It's
voice
pretty
is
good.
saving.
Delicious.
It's pretty good, dude.
As he crosses his
Like,
body,
right.
as he gets all his
Like,
You guys are the
Oh,
worst.
no.
You guys are
Don't
the
judge me. As he crushes his kids again.
Get on that. I'm upset now.
The best way if you start feeling secure,
Just don't flip the table.
Yeah.
Oh no. I
Game
mean,
over.
Yeah. Fuck you guys. It's like there goes like a grand
we
worth of
end
equipment.
the B tier pod like that way.
Oh, man.
What better way to go out though? Like
I
okay,
wouldn't want to damage the Rode mic system. That's pretty expendy.
what would be the best way to end like your last piece of content on planet Earth?
Ooh, shooting up
Like-
Dr. Disrespect's bottle of whiskey.
I think we should just do that anyway. I don't think that has any.
We got a new firearm to play with. Let's do
I
it.
know we can do it
Two.
with the MP5. Oh my gosh,
Dude, which is the second
the EP. Yeah, you haven't
Oh, yeah.
shot that one yet either.
one? Yeah.
No, I was talking to AK.
Oh, you haven't shot the
I haven't
AK
shot
yet
the
either.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
we have
AK's
an
fun.
AK, we have
Yeah.
an MP5 now. We got an
Mhm.
EP9. Yeah, forget how many one of my buddies sent me a text today and he like showed me like his AK build. If you guys have ever played Metro before, Operation Metro. It's like a post-apocalyptic game, a lot like the Stalker series from way back. Kind of like Fallout-esque. But he built the AK off of that game.
No kidding. That's pretty badass.
So it has an underfold stock, which is like really sick already. So you can like just fold it underneath and it like claps up underneath the safety. And then yeah, it looks like a crink. Like it looks like a classic, like everything you can get from an AK, it just put into that gun. And it's got a
Nice.
side Picatinny rail. It was super nice.
I have one too. I just haven't
Super
mounted.
nice.
I have one. I just haven't mounted on my AR, and I don't have an AR. I don't have a
Wood-
red dot for it.
Wood furniture I don't typically like on AKs, but the way that his is like it's like an oak, like it's more like a
Mhm.
white wood, and it looks super nice.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was like impressed by his build though, because like usually you see an AK and you're just like, oh, it's just like an AK, and I was like, oh, that one's like from a video game. So, like that's pretty cool, you know. Like if somebody can make like their their version of a gun, or whatever.
Like if I could get the taser guns from like Halo,
Yeah.
that'd be amazing.
Or like you
Like,
because
yeah.
dude, people are like 3D printing now so
Oh, yeah.
much. Like people are making like battle rifles and whatnot. Like I saw somebody literally made
Or
a
give me Marvel the Martian's gun.
Nice.
that would be
Yeah.
sick.
All you do is it's a 9mm, and then you just
Build around
around
it,
it.
yeah.
You build around it,
Yeah.
because dude, people have built like that CZ Scorpion that I have.
Mm-hmm.
People have built dragon mouths for it.
Oh yeah,
It looks like
yeah,
it's breathing fire.
Fire.
It's so cool. Like and it's like a hand guard too, so it's like operational, but it's just like it looks like a dragon.
yeah. Oh yeah,
That's pretty
why
neat.
not?
They're hard to take off, otherwise I would do that. Like I could 3D print it though, definitely.
Mhm.
But yeah, even like the Han Solo gun, if you've ever seen that one.
Oh yeah, well you made one for Ryan.
Yeah, but I mean the 3D
Real life.
operational, all
Yeah,
that.
right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
those look dope. And then I feel like somebody was working on a battle rifle from Halo with like a weapon counter and everything like that too. So like you'd shoot the bullets and it would register how much is left in the clip from like the little icon on it,
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, but that gun is probably going for like I think he's only made like 4 of them. You know what I mean?
It probably takes a lot of energy to put all together because it's like there's no way to mass produce said gun.
Yeah, not at all. Unless if you get like an official license to do it.
You need official license money to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Because to be able to pull that into production value, it's like that's gonna be extremely expensive.
Yeah, but it's one of the coolest things I've seen. Did you guys see the Brandon Herrera video where he decked out his new Cybertruck in the Warthog armor?
No,
Ooh, okay. So
I saw the one video where they call it a peeled potato. That's about it.
a peeled potato.
Yeah. Once you see a Tesla truck, and you look at a
We have
peeled
a
potato, it's
fly
like
in here,
you'll
so
never
it
forget
pissed
it.
me off.
All you'll see is a peeled potato. And there's a whole bunch of Tesla fanboys. Like, Whistling Diesel did that whole video where he compared F-150 to that one right there. And it's like, he made it look like a piece of shit, which it really is, especially for the markup it is. And people were like, oh, you didn't do it. He's like, they're all the Tesla fanboys are picking on him for not doing the same chassis test and all that fun stuff. It's like, so he got himself another Ford F-150 and put it through the same rigor. It's like, look, better made.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't doubt it at all. I mean, I guess like the Tesla, the speed on it's pretty cool for a truck that
Yeah.
weighs 2 tons. If you can go 0 to 60 in under like 4 seconds, it's pretty cool for a truck.
Yeah, it's
But
the only thing that's scary
a lot
about
of
it.
people just drive Raptors now,
Yeah.
like
This way it's still practical. You still pull with it because it's a 6.2 liter, but it's like it's got oomph.
yeah,
But it's like I've ridden in a Tesla, man. Those things can get up and run.
yeah,
6 and speed, but the scary thing about those Tesla trucks, they're ready to pull 11,000 pounds. It's like after finding out that it's not attached to the chassis, it's like I will gladly speed up and break the speed limit to pass somebody that's if the Tesla truck is pulling something.
yeah.
Like, I would not want to be on the other side because it just sounds too unsafe.
I feel like a lot of people who would own a Tesla like wouldn't pull anything. with it.
No, most of them are bitches anyways.
Yeah,
They're LDE, man.
yeah,
Even
Yeah,
though the
yeah.
truck is like $100,000, but it's like you can't do anything with it. It's just a pretty paperweight. And the best part is if you speak out against the Matrix, they'll shut your truck off. It's like, tough shit, bro.
yeah, yeah. Imagine you're driving down the road and somebody just turns your car off because of something that you said on a B tier pod. You know what I mean? Like
that's
I've
funny.
been there. I don't know. Like
Mhm.
I have no clue.
That's why I give Ryan so much shit. It's like, good thing you don't speak against the Empire. Because
Well-
like for him, it's like it's easier to explain. It's like you vote
I-
the Empire, so
I,
expect the Empire to fight back.
Yeah, I just think like along the lines of I don't know, one phone call that I had about it, but it's like if you get into a car accident and like you need to bring in like 3 different specialists just to clean up the mess, it's probably not good to be on the road with. Because you need a battery expert, you need somebody who can handle like electrical fires, and you need somebody who can like uh, know what the heck is going on in this scenario, I guess, before you even get into it. Like you can't put it out with water. So like if
No.
a Tesla's on fire,
Yeah.
like you can't do anything. And
Like,
like
I
I
remember
just
what fire department did it, but they actually had a Tesla fire and they just put it in a body of water and they just sat there and bubbled.
they put the whole thing in the
Yeah. That's where the worst part is about today. It's like if you're gonna state something like that, you gotta at least kind of back it up. Like what state, what city, what fire department that did it. So this way, then you can have that credibility because there's so many clickbaity things out there.
Oh, I
Or
don't
it's like,
need credibility.
yeah,
Well,
No.
they got these
we
like
just talk shit and drink whiskey.
they got
Yeah,
these
we're
like
not the
bags
credible
that like you
sources.
throw into a fire and they shoot out that gel.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Well, that's what they use for fire, airplane fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
So that
shit's
could work.
toxic as
Yeah.
fuck.
But well, yeah, like where do you get it?
I don't know.
Logistically, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
Though,
don't know.
like every city just has to have that now because we
Well,
have electrical.
Considering how many people
With
have
batteries.
Carry
Teslas and such.
baking powder or baking soda in your car. That's what kitchens use all the time.
Yeah,
It's the same foundation. Well, have you ever seen Demolition Man?
not for a long time, but
Okay.
it's
But now-
amazing. You
yeah,
should
but it's
check
like
it out.
Same things you talk about how they put out like they put in the like Sylvester Stallone crashes a fucking Cougar or something like that, or a GTO, something just a bomb ass car.
Yeah.
And its entire car fills up with foam. So it's the same concept and stuff like that, but it's like their version. It's safe, but it's gonna have once it's done. It's total.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's like the smallest crash ever.
It's kind of like
yeah.
a suppression system in like a kitchen or something.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
You should watch Demolition Man, dude. It's so funny. Like, okay, so it's Sylvester Stallone going, he gets frozen, spawns
Mhm.
in the future, and they're all like PC woke and they can't swear anymore, and he's just like walking around like swearing as a cop and all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
So it's like Samuel L. Jackson.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He had Wesley Snipes in
It's
there. He
amazing.
had,
It's such a
oh,
good. It's
what's that
such a
comedian's
good
name?
show.
Fuck's his name? I can't remember the guy's name now. He was on a couple different TV shows. But he's a natural. He's a comedian, but I can't remember his name. But anyways,
Who does he play in that movie?
he plays the antagonist. He is the far. He would be considered the far right antagonist that
Yeah.
wants freedom and wants to eat cheeseburgers. Like he actually wrote a song called "I'm an Asshole," and that was Dennis Leary.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Larry
it's-
was hilarious back in the '90s, and he sold his soul to the devil. And it's like, hey,
I would
wanna have
almost
an acting
recommend
career.
you just watching that movie though.
Oh, yeah.
'cause
I'll go
it's
check it
A
out.
good
It's a
glimpse.
phenomenal
And
one.
it's like from the '90s, obviously
I'll go
too.
check it
so
out. I'll find it.
it's like when TV and like shows were just better. Like you just can't get them like that.
It's the
anymore.
nostalgia.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
At least the nice thing is that they've not floated the idea about doing a remake. Kind of trash.
They couldn't make that movie today.
No, because it'd be like, oh,
Because
fuck.
it would be like too
That'd be a
on
Black
par.
Mirror.
It'd be like too on par almost. You know,
Yeah.
just too much on the nose. Well, minus maybe the swearing and whatnot.
Europe's
but-
already there, man. You can't talk shit on Facebook, otherwise they'll extort you back to the UK.
Yeah, if you share memes on Facebook over there, I don't know anymore. You
Yeah.
might get some
Yeah.
prison time.
That's the worst part. Is I'm not even lying.
Well, because there was like a whole case here about that too, with like some guy who shared the CNN or he shared like a CNN logo on a meme, and it was like the video of Trump suplexing somebody in the WWE, but he like changed it to like the CNN logo over the face of the guy he was suplexing, and that guy got like sued out of his mind for that.
Oh
Here.
shit.
Like for defamation and like, oh, you can't use our copyright logo and all this stuff.
No.
And it's just funny because it's just like a meme. It's like a
Mhm.
5-second meme on the internet, and some guy almost like went to jail for it or prison time
Oh
for
yeah.
it.
There's a guy that makes memes about Disney. Like he records himself on all the socials and such. He's like he called the lawyer up from. I watched the video. It's like, so I received this letter, and he wanted. I was like, so yeah, we're suing you because like you're making money off of our shitty products.
Yep. Can't be doing that. Can't be making money off of shitty products.
Yeah, right. That's why Disney's going through a massive revamp because like
Yeah.
even the Blade movie that's supposed to come out, it's just gone downhill. But you know, they've been bucking against this DEI shit for a while. And it's like you have to bend the knee to ESG, man. You gotta bend that knee.
Well, because it's all the money in the economy right now is like not from consumer products. You guys like notice that there's been like kind of a weird disconnect even there, where like these companies will just have money somehow, but like no one's buying their products, no one's watching their stuff, no one's like doing any of this. All coming from like ESG, DEI tactics. Like they're just getting funded by like BlackRock or whatever, Vanguard.
Yeah,
Here, go make that show. And
Berkshire Hathaway.
no one's
all
gonna
that
watch
stuff.
it. Doesn't matter. Here's the money. The money's already up front. You don't even have to make a good show at that point.
It's like watching, pretty much watching the Marvel for like the last 3 years.
Yeah. Was Deadpool Wolverine worth the watch, would you
Oh yeah,
say?
oh yeah.
Okay.
And they actually instead of what they did is they made fun of Christianity, and that's how they got away with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that seems like in character for Ryan or
For Disney
for the Deadpool. Yeah, for like Ryan Reynolds, that seems like in
you
character.
know, you got to bend the knee. You got to make that money because like when you look at demonology, it's all about symbolism and how they sold their soul to the devil. So it's like when you look at that stuff, it's like how they got away with it instead of pushing down an agenda with DEI and ESG.
Oh, very, very random question, but
that?
I guess because you're bringing it up, but do you think you guys would want to have so my grandpa, right? He used to be in a cult. He used to be in a religious, like, Christian cult, right?
Which one? There's like
The
7 of them.
Yeah, I don't it's one of the new, like, born again ones, whatever. I don't know exactly. We could
Oh.
probably ask him. We could probably have him
Oh,
on
still
here and
alive?
ask him.
We should have him on.
Is he
Yeah.
here in town?
He's in town, yeah.
Dude, we should have an old.
I'm
You know
thinking
how awesome to have a guy that's in the 70s on the podcast.
I want to have him on. Because he was like
You just hit record without telling him.
I was pitching him the idea at the wedding of like just the podcast in general. Like, oh yeah, we just kind of like have a hat. We ask questions out of the hat every now and again. We kind of have.
Always, it's my turn to draw a card.
I was gonna say this is like where I'm going, but he was like, oh yeah, like that sounds like a ton of fun. Like you guys should have me on.
Yes.
And I was like,
well,
It's okay.
I like it.
It's an okay,
Okay, but-
question. So.
oh, maybe he doesn't have any input. Do you want to put
No,
that?
no, I actually have input on it, but it's like
So
it's okay.
my grandpa said he would come on to the show,
yes,
and
let's do it.
Dude,
I'm like, okay, but he's like, okay, but what should I talk about?
Anything.
And I was just like, well, we
Anything.
can talk about anything, right? And he has some really fun stories from
Yes.
college era. Like he like
Yes.
knows like George Carlin and like
oh shit,
That's awesome.
he has some stories to tell.
That's awesome.
So that'd be,
but
how cool because he actually did coke with George Carlin.
I am going to be honest. I don't think he'll talk about it on the pod. Like this is like what I'm kind of debating in my head. I'm like, I would have him on.
You don't think he's gonna tell the fun stories? Though.
What you
No,
do is
I think he'll get here and like instantly just default to like, okay, let's talk about like Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior, the love and light, and I think it'll just default to that. I don't even think he'll mention anything of his past.
Not even we ask.
No, not even if we ask. He might even like just deny that any of that happened and just go because he's like a he was like in a religious cult, and then he like completely fell away from religion to get out of that cult, and like he thought that they were like chasing him for like his entire life, right?
So was he Mormon?
Yeah, and then he like
Mormons are notorious to chase people down.
then he like came back into Christianity, and yeah, it's like now he's like a born again, but like a way more relaxed version of what he was before. But I think he would be fun to talk about even with just the religion aspect of his life.
For sure.
Because I don't think he'll mention anything. Like that's what I mean. Like I was like, hey, if
Never
I
know
have
until
you
it's here.
on, are we gonna like talk about like, oh, like your college experience or like your, whatever.
I want to ask, did you do coke with George Carlin? You know, you suck dick for coke.
Straight up.
No, I would not
Straight
ask him
dead
at
ass.
all. I would
Just
not
like-
ask him
just
at
look him in his
all.
eyes. Oh, I will. I have no problem with it because it's like the nice thing about being that old, you don't really give a fuck. It's like you're gonna die. So it's like
Yeah.
you might as well be honest.
And then, a part of me is like, maybe that never happened. Like maybe that was just a story that I heard growing up. Because like my like
You gotta remember they didn't have pictures. They
I know,
lived
there's
life.
no
They
proof.
lived
There's
life.
zero proof. So like I don't know if it happened or not. Like
Hey, we can draw them. We can bring them up, look them like a
Well, did
badass
anything
dude.
really happen before Google?
yeah, exactly.
You know,
right?
right.
And then did
Did he have the
anything
vibe?
did
You
anything
know?
happen after AI? Like I don't know. I can't tell
Right.
you anymore. No, so I would love to ask him, have him on, and like we could just see. But
it.
I mean,
Do it.
Let's
There's no
do it.
wrong with it.
I'm in.
Let's do it.
you guys are in.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
in.
fuck it. Let's do it. Man.
Okay.
Because I'll just tell him it's like, look,
I'll
man,
message
you're
you.
closer
I'll
to
be like,
making
hey,
a
you
buck
wanna
than
be
I
on
am.
like
Why
Get him
don't
here
you
right
do it?
now.
Oh, I don't know. Friday night. I guess he's probably not up to anything. Like he's probably just chilling. I don't know how.
Let's call him.
6:15. Maybe get him on.
How old is he?
He is 78, maybe. Younger than that now. I don't know. He's
Younger than 78?
He's gotta be
You're younger
younger.
than that now. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right?
I want to say he had my dad when he was like 22
He's
or
got that
23.
Benjamin Button. He's
Cross
going
those
backwards.
arms, man.
I'm
Cross
just
those
hanging
arms,
out.
go like this. Like, dude, don't pick on me.
No, I'm not getting picked on.
Was that the
He's
deep?
flexing.
Oh, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got muscle now. It's like, I'm not that
I
teenage.
gotta like hold my other arm up.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
It's heavy over here, okay?
right. Got the
No,
guns out.
I'll see what he's up to. You know, we'll get him on maybe next week, Monday or
Sure.
Thursday,
Yeah.
Let's do it.
because that'd be a ton of fun.
Oh,
And
should do it right after he gets out of church. Let's do it.
Ooh.
on Sunday afternoon.
Right? Yeah.
He doesn't go to church.
Oh, he's a Jesus follower, not a Christ
Yeah,
follower. He's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
not a religious follower.
Well, that's why I think it'd be a lot of fun to have him on because you would be able to because you guys both like read the Bible, but I think you guys will severely misinterpret it. On like,
I
the
don't
same
even read the
level.
Bible, man. It's like I just live in a God in a Christ way. You know what I mean? 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
but he'll probably argue that.
I don't give a fuck.
So it might be fun.
I don't care.
I'll bring my popcorn because
Yeah.
I'm just over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be chilling too.
We almost have to have John
I'll
on the
sit on this
podcast.
side of the table, so like it's just the
Do we-
back of my head.
Do we get the demon voice back?
Yeah.
And just
Ask some questions?
Oh, this is where you put the headphones on and do the demon voice.
Yeah,
Because you be like, what?
I'll be
what-
like, Grandpa, does this sound like a
We're having
demon
fun
to
with
you? Oh no. Oh
Sure.
man. So yeah, go ahead and ask the
Should I
question.
ask the question? All right. So
Go for it.
this is a pretty easy one. So
easy one.
yeah. What's the last vacation you took? Phil.
Last vacation I took was to Daytona Beach. It was probably like 2 years ago.
Okay. What happened? What'd you do?
I went fishing. I went down with my in-laws and my wife, and we just hung out on the beach. You know.
No, so you did shore fishing then? And just hanging out there? Or did you do freshwater fishing?
Nope, it was a chartered trip. So like all we did was just basically drop bait down on the side of the boat and then reel in whatever.
Oh, you were in the ocean,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
on a fresh.
yeah,
Okay.
we were in.
I gotcha.
We were like 7, 8 miles out.
Nice. Pretty badass, man.
I couldn't see anything but water.
Well, we went fishing when we went together. It's like we were out.
We were
around the same.
probably
Yeah.
5-6 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those fucking
It was
waves.
nice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
We're
you
big.
can't see
and
shore.
all these like people that don't fish often are getting like sick, and I'm just sitting here like riding it.
I got sick really bad in the morning.
Oh yeah, morning signal was a
And-
bitch.
and
I
then-
almost
and then,
got
like,
sick
the-
too as well.
and then
'cause,
like even
yeah,
There's not enough air
and
circulation.
me
Yeah.
and
even the captain and like the workers like looked at me and going, "You're not sick?" I go, "No, I'm literally on a boat as much as I can up north. It's just I don't have waves that go 10 feet high. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Mhm.
need a boat like this to survive. Like I'm used to rocking in waves.
what was the biggest fish you caught that day?
I caught
Or-
a 2.5-foot shark.
Caught a
Nice.
shark? You have a
Yeah.
picture of that?
I got a video of it. They wouldn't let me hold it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
too much
'cause
risk.
they're
Yeah.
big.
They're quick,
I mean, they're
man.
quick. Yeah,
Well,
if you
they're
get bit by a
quick,
shark.
and they don't want like the oils from your hands on the fish.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it
So-
hurts them.
Yeah, I have a video of it.
That's
Too bad it
awesome.
wasn't one of those one of those sharks you could actually take back and eat it.
Yeah, that'd
Because
be
you know how
real
cool to have that jaw.
Yeah,
Can you
That'd
send
be
me that
dope.
for a short
Yeah.
clip?
Yeah.
That'd be dope, man.
I
That'd be
could send
dope.
you the red snapper and the little baby jack I caught too.
Yeah. That's the one that you put really close to the camera when
Like
you
the
take
jack,
the photo.
the jack I could have used for bait. Let's
Yeah.
just say that. Like I could have just dropped it back down.
I've caught walleye and perch that I could use for bait.
Yeah.
And like this lady right next to me was reeling in like a nice red snapper, and then all of a sudden you see this black blob right underneath the boat, just
Mm.
and the guy's just she's like, "Oh my god, what's going on? What's going on?" And the guy just goes, "Shark." Like
Yeah.
doesn't even have to look.
I
just-
gulped a little bit.
Yep, just
Right?
shark.
I do, my
Like,
a fish on my bucket list is to go after a Goliath grouper.
oh, those
Yeah.
would be so much.
But you know, the unique thing is, like, I watch people have a better or an easier process on bringing in a Goliath grouper by just using like a double aught gauge hook, which is just
Yep.
massive,
Yep.
and you just pull it in by rope. That's it.
Huh?
Yeah, that's
hand lining.
yeah, hand lining. Yeah, just doing a
Okay.
hand line instead of sitting there reeling it in. It's like because it's like you're always constantly doing this.
Well,
like,
yeah, then you have more leverage. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? If you're just pulling on. it.
yeah, just wear rubber gloves. You just obviously can't wrap your arm around
Yeah,
the rope.
Oh,
so-
yeah.
everyone's-
and watch your feet.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 How about you?
Last vacation I took
Yeah,
was to
like,
Pittsburgh.
Right?
do you count that as a vacation? We went there with a purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
It
did go
wasn't
there
an
for a
actual
wedding.
vacation.
Yeah.
Um,
What was a vacation where you got to be in the now
You
and
just
away
ha
from
you just went.
technology?
Jesus, I haven't been on a vacay in forever. I haven't had time.
You've had time.
7-figure year.
7-figure $1 million year, man. Um,
Can't stop the grind.
now I'm like thinking, yeah, I can't remember the last time I just went on a vacation. It's been a
I
long
think it's
time.
time you just go on a vacation.
It's been a long time. I've taken like day trips, like me.
We could have
No,
a
we
B
went
tier
fishing so like a
we
couple
could have
years
a
ago, but
B
that was just a day
tier
trip.
on
Yeah,
vacation.
a B
You're
tier
on vacation.
from the beach.
Why not?
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
well, we could just backdrop it, you know.
Why not do it for
Yeah, just put up
real?
a
Yeah,
green,
just-
green screen right here,
just
you know?
green
Why
screen
not
it.
do it for real?
Right?
Like,
It's hard to do.
It's really not.
Lighting's tough on the beach.
Not with the
No,
sun.
yeah. You think natural lighting's gonna work? Never been out
Yes.
there before. Don't know what it's like. No, I can't remember the last vacation I've taken. Now that I'm like really thinking about it, I feel bad. Like I just haven't been on
Just need to
vacation
go.
in a long time.
Man, I get to take a lot of vacations, but it's like I've structured my life to be able to do what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
I guess I can go freak. The most recent one, that was when I went out. We went out to Columbus, Ohio for the Sonic Temple, and we went and watched all the nostalgic bands from like Limp Bizkit to Sleep Token to
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Slipknot, In This Moment, are Falling in Reverse. We had to see a lot of cool bands like that. It was definitely a festival and stuff like that because you got a lot of women that were very nice. I was very appreciative of the scenery because like you don't need to wear a top. And there's a lot of women that was like, you should put a whole job on. There's a lot of red. There's like
Oh, yeah.
all the white people out there,
Well-
man. It's like just all red and just burnt. But
And-
overall, it was a fun experience because we went, had some really nice dinners. We had some really good whiskeys. We had some good beers. We had to actually have to experience a lot of stuff. And like the hotel we picked was in a nicer area, and the only cheap part is we didn't have any water pressure. So, but it was coming to find out, it's the common theme with a loft from Hilton. Yet there's a suite range where you can get hot water and stuff like. Because traditionally, when you go into a shower, you just crank it up and you dial it back from there. Like, no, you can't go all the way hot because it's like you're outside the threshold. So it's like they have a governor on it essentially. So we have to be in this main room. But we didn't have any major accidents. So we saw a couple of people were going back through and there's like body surface stuff like that, laying down, a few broken bones, stuff like that. But it's like we got the VIP pass, not worth the money for that venue. It really,
Really?
isn't. It wasn't worth the money. The
Yeah.
only upset was that
They
we
usually
had
aren't.
a fast. Well, yeah, it all depends.
Did you
on the
guys do
venue.
a meet and greet for?
No,
it all?
no, there were no meet and greet options
Yeah,
at this
that sucks.
at this venue. We did do like a few years ago when Alicia and I first started dating. We went to Northern Invasion, and that's where we actually had to do a meet and greet with Dorothy, which is
Okay.
a phenomenal band. It's like she's got the Janis Joplin vibes without the heroin.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's like, but she
Alright.
was previous addict stripper, and she just had a good voice, and she just went from there. So one of her songs.
That's like the definition of upward spiral.
Oh yeah, dude, she's like fucking crushing it. We saw her last year at was one of Sophia's very first concerts,
Nice.
where we went and saw Dorothy, Beartooth, and Curb.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
Falling Reverse was supposed to be there. Well, one of the band members or Radke got sick, so we couldn't see it. So instead of extending everybody else's show, Disturbed being their punk ass bitches they are, it's like we're just gonna do
They're
2
gonna
hours.
flop their dick out.
Yeah, like we're swinging dick here. So it's like because it's like we only got a half hour of Dorothy. It's like cool to see her like do 45 minutes or maybe do 90
Hour,
minutes.
you
Yeah,
know, right.
or 60 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's just
Sometimes those bands, those like smaller bands, don't really want to do that long either, though.
Well, why not?
She's got the catalog for a lot of her songs are very popular. I mean, one of her songs debuted for Hell's Kitchen, or was it or the Master Chef? But a couple of her songs have actually made mainstream. So she's got the voice and the discography to actually pull it together.
Okay.
She's got 6 or 7 albums out there. Phenomenal. I tell you what, I would not kick her out of bed for eating crackers.
Gotcha.
She's like 5'10", 6 foot. She just
All
tasty.
right, Jeff.
Has to be a smoke show.
Yeah.
Oh, she is. Oh, she
Better
is.
be a
Has to
smoke
be a
show.
smoke show.
He's married.
Oh, I think Alicia would allow that too. Like, come on in, jump on it. I'm like, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna tell you no.
honestly,
Like, well, we could do the Eiffel Tower.
that's funny. Um,
We
yeah,
can
no,
look.
that sounds like fun. Who is like the best concert that you've been to then? Like, I guess for
Ooh.
that, well, I guess
that's a
ever,
tough one.
but for
That's a tough
that,
one. I've seen a lot of awesome songs
for that
bands.
Ohio trip, though.
Okay.
Oh, for the Ohio trip.
I'll shrink it down.
Shorten it.
I'll open it up for the
Ah,
table. You know, I'll open it up for you.
That's so hard.
What do you think on it now?
I've seen
Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit,
That would be
Limp
huge.
Bizkit was phenomenal. Limp Bizkit was on the money. He was funny. He still rocked it out. Everybody jammed out. Somebody had a big old massive penis that had a whole bunch of like, I'm talking like, this thing was like 10, 12 feet long. Absolutely fucking massive. It was a blow up.
Is that big?
Yeah, right, yeah. It's like a little old white guy here. And but yeah, he put on a phenomenal show. Evanescence was there. She did all right, but it was
Evanescence.
but it's like for her, I feel like with her quality, she should almost do a stage show, like a theater, like because she's got the opera voice to go along with it. And it's like I feel like when she does these bigger venues, it takes away from her raw talent. She's like I don't know why she signed up for it, but it's like it would have been awesome to actually go see her put on like a theater show where it's like she's the lyrics behind it all, but it's like every song is an act or it's a 3-act play, but all based off of her most popular songs.
Yeah. So Evanescence or
Actually, no, Evidence
Limp
wasn't
Bizkit.
not even the top 10.
okay, so
not
Limp
top 5.
Bizkit is like
So
top.
Limp Bizkit, then Falling in Reverse was phenomenal.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, Falling in Reverse, like the drummer came back after suffering 3rd-degree burns and finished her set.
Like during
that
set?
night?
Yeah, that night. Yeah. So it's like, what ended up happening? The pyro goes off, and the wind picks up, blows
I can't imagine that.
blows the fire right into him, and he burns his elbows and his forearms. Like he
The show must go on.
yeah, the guy fucking rallied and did it. It's like
Damn.
that was our number 2 show.
That's metal.
Number 3 was
Yeah.
In This Moment.
That's amazing.
That's metal.
Yeah.
Luna Coil, she would be like number 7 or number 8. Because they came out at the same time as Evanescence, but Evanescence blew up faster than Luna Coil did. Because Luna Coil, her voice is just phenomenal, and the guy that she has sing with her, he's okay. But I figured if she would have dropped him and just kind of have like a random guy control up, like for example, like Broken, Amy brought in the lead singer from POD, and then there was like my number 4 song. Because those guys just fucking jammed it. I mean, granted, it was like 3:00 in the afternoon. It was hot as fuck out there. It was his birthday too, which was even cooler.
That's
I mean,
dope.
and like the whole crowd got together and
Yep.
wished him a happy birthday. It was just phenomenal. Like he was out there grinding and stuff like that. It's like because it's like this goes back to my early years of like when they hit it big in 98, 99 through 2002, 2003, where they were the headliner. It's just the songs just didn't hit that popularity, you know. Because like for example, like we can use Disturbed, like their entire set is all of their number 1s.
Their
They
hits,
managed to
yeah.
hit like something like 22, 23 number 1 hits, well, at least top 10 hits, but they're blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to see Disturbed in 2015 when they did Sound of Silence.
okay.
That
And
one blew
that's
up.
Yeah,
crazy.
that one took it to the stratosphere because it was phenomenal. But the only downside is when you saw that live, what they did is it was rushed. It wasn't like the slow theatrical version of it you see when he did like Jimmy Kimmel.
Mhm.
In other words, slower, and it's like he was able to, it was like listening to it's just
You got 3 minutes. Here you go.
yeah, and they just kind of rushed through it instead of like really bellowing it all out. But that just comes with it. You never know what piece of content will take off.
Oh yeah. No. So Limp Bizkit. How about you? What was like the best concert you've ever seen?
That's so tough.
Well,
Wait, was that was just for the Ohio?
just for the Ohio.
What would be like your best man? The
Ooh.
best concert you've
Um,
ever been to a live show for? I'm gonna hate to answer this because all mine are EDM artists, but
Yeah.
I can't wait.
A low key sleeper is 6 a.m.
6
But
a.m.?
yeah, but they're a little bit old. All the guys are in their 40s or 50s, so they're a little bit older, but they can still
I mean,
put on a good
Red
show.
Hot Chili Peppers can still put on a good
Yeah,
show. They're all in their
After
70s.
you learn how more of a predator Anthony Kiedis is, like I really don't really care for him.
I don't know about that.
he's-
I did not know about any of that.
Yeah, you go back to his older
Dude,
stuff.
I feel like you
go
can't
back to
like
the
anyone
90s,
anymore.
You go back to his 90s stuff. He liked the girls that had a 1 in in their age.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to speculate if it was sub 18, but there are rumors that he had.
Anything below 20 is like. Well, we were talking about this after the
Kinda
pod
like
last
crazy.
week. It's like
Now,
anything under like
uh,
21, like
Five Finger Death Punch is probably
Okay,
my
Five
favorite.
Finger.
Like Five Finger would be number one. Then it would be System Shine Down would be number
Okay.
two, because those guys they're what you hear on the album is what you experience in concert.
mhm.
What I really like about Five Finger Death Punch is that they bring up kids during one of their songs, stuff like that. He brings up every kid that's there. It's like he brings them up. He wants them to make this a really a memorable experience, and plus he really does a lot of shows for USO tours for the
Okay.
vets and stuff like that, or for active service stuff like that. And he also gives discounts for it, so it kind of adds to the overall value of it. And
Yeah.
they have a hell of a discography too. They only have like 7 or 8 albums out, but they produce so many good hits.
Yeah. The Five Finger Death Punch. How about you?
I think the best one I've ever like went to, not saying like the person I go see the most, would probably have to be like My Chemical Romance.
Ooh,
Okay.
They were sick
All right.
live. Like probably the best show I've seen. And
Theory of the Dead Man's a fun one too.
that is a great one. I've
Yep.
seen them live as
Theory of a Dead
well.
Man.
Korn is up there for me.
Korn does.
Yeah, she's smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is this Dorothy? You said she's like 6 foot.
Something like that.
She's smoking.
alright.
She's a
Yeah.
smoke show.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Okay.
But, like,
I
the person
that.
I've seen the most probably be like Tech Nine,
Okay.
ICP,
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa.
I've never been to a Wiz
like,
show.
'cause, right during the time of the Columbus show, Ronnie and Tech Nine did a duet together. Phenomenal, but the only
Oh
downside
yeah,
is like
they have a song out now.
yeah, it was now it's already old because
Oh,
he's already it's like music turns so quickly.
Well,
Yeah.
Tech drops
I was
4
gonna-
albums a year.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna ask you guys. That was
Like,
kind of where my leading
Falling
questions were gonna
Reverse
go. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Was before Tech Nine, because Tech Nine had another show in Wisconsin before he could get out to Wisconsin or someplace in the Midwest.
I want to
or
say
Chicago.
Falling in Reverse also has a song with Tech.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
They-
they
but
have,
it's like
yeah.
they
Rodney,
they
yeah.
couldn't cross paths. They couldn't make it happen. So what they did is
Right.
they did a big screen duet.
But
So-
now he like signed the Tech Nine signed this like metal group that I think he's gonna allow him to do more music with metal artists like Serge Tonkin that he did
Okay.
in 2011, like
Yeah,
when System was still big.
that's cool. I
Yeah,
mean,
System's
Tech-
retired now because
Yeah.
Sergi
needs
had
to
a
do
back
that,
surgery,
though.
so he's like kind
Yep.
of done. It kind of sucks because
Which
like
sucks for us.
yeah, because like
I would
System of
totally
Down.
love to go see that show.
Get this, it was like I was waiting for System of Down tickets to go on sale during 2020, but then the pandemic kicked off. It's like yeah, then it fucked everything all up because they're like Rammstein. They
yeah.
only do
That's a
so
great
many
show.
shows.
Rammstein.
Have you seen them
They
live?
came
I've
here
seen
a
them.
couple
I saw them
times.
in Minneapolis. What was it?
Oh.
2 years ago.
Dude, when
That's
they
fucking awesome.
do
That's
The
fucking
pyro in that was amazing.
Yeah.
Like that was the best
Yeah.
pyro I've ever seen.
yeah.
Ever.
I've been following those guys since the 90s. It's like
Like,
talking like
I don't swing-
95, 93.
I
When they do like Do Hast, it's just like, oh
That's
my
the,
god.
that was like the best song they did.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
that's the only one I knew going in.
Oh, see, I got
Like
heavy.
I don't understand any
My
German.
college-
Like,
You don't
I'm
have
just
to,
going for
it's
the
just
show. Like,
999. That's all it is.
it was so much fun.
Yeah.
because
so
they have,
much
they're,
fun.
they're just got they've done a phenomenal. He's a published author too. He wrote some poems and stuff like
Never
that. too.
do that.
Yeah, dude, I am a fanboy when it comes to Rammstein.
He's good. He's
Oh,
good.
he's-
They're
Like,
good at what they
that's
do.
me with Tech. Like I've been
Yeah.
to 11 of his shows. Like
yeah.
I've met him twice.
Yeah.
Did I tell you the story? Did I?
Was he
when I
cool
was-
to meet?
Oh, he's
like okay,
chill.
yeah.
Did I
I
ever
I
tell you the
smoked
story
with My
about-
Chemical Romance. Like
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Did I
That's
tell you the
why
story
it
where I
was my
met
favorite
where we
show.
Okay.
passed Tech Nine coming out of Rochester,
no
Minnesota,
way.
where he was pulled over by the cops.
Oh yeah. He
Yeah.
posted a story on like
Classic.
Insta or whatever. He's like,
Back-
yep,
Yeah, this is
pulled
like
over.
12 years ago,
Yeah.
13 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but when he was just getting done doing a show at the Myth or whatever.
no, he's going to the Myth. He
Or,
just
yeah,
got done with
yeah.
the Mayo Civic Center, but it's
yeah,
like
he was
Mayo
going to the
Civic
Myth.
Center and like lacrosse, they fuck all their artists over because they charge
Yep.
them so much in taxes,
Yep.
so much
Mhm.
in fees. That's why
That's
everybody
why they'll
skips
go
them.
to Madison, Milwaukee, the
And
the
Minneapolis,
cities.
Yeah, they'll skip.
Th-
They'll skip
they'll
lacrosse.
avoid
Rochester.
us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Mayo.
Oh, yeah.
It's Mayo. Mayo is a kryptonite in the area to bring in talent. Put it this way. So this was 2017 or 2018, like Shine Down, Five Finger Death Punch, and a couple, I think it was 6 a.m. or something like that. There's a couple other bands that opened up for them. They were here in La Crosse, and it was like their first sold out show of their tour of that year.
Mhm.
But that's the last time any major band has come through here. All we
Yeah.
either get is some cheap knockoff karaoke bands. That's it. Or we have the
Yeah.
rodeo coming up in November.
Or
That's
it's
it.
We
like we get
sometimes
the
get
same,
like
we get
Juicy J or
or we
something
get
like
like
that too,
the
but
same old
bunch of jerk
stuff
offs.
every day, every year. It's like corn comes back every year. You know,
yeah,
it's the same old show every year.
yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Or like we get monster trucks every year. You
Monster
know,
Trucks is
why?
lit,
Why?
but we need to do like
When you're 12,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm playing. No,
he is 12.
I am 12. He's 20. Like Pedro. No. Yeah. I think my favorite artist that I've seen live, Marshmello.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, that'd
Not
be cool.
even kidding.
That'd be
'cause-
great.
Well, because he
like
plays
to see
music
Mighty
from
Mouse.
every single genre.
Like Stevie
he
Aoki's
just
up there
has
for me
everything.
Mhm.
Aoki is amazing.
You've seen him
Great.
live?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
I've
him
seen- I've
live
seen
a
him
couple
live.
times.
I've seen him live.
You weren't sober.
Oh no, I don't
You-
remember much.
I
of
don't
it.
think I've been sober at any of these shows.
I
Any
have
EDM
been sober
no,
to some EDM concerts
Any of these
and
shows.
shows, and they're just it's different.
take it like this. This
Um,
this
the
dates
most-
me like taking some
what's worse is the
Incredible
most,
Hulks or some
like,
Supermans.
Yeah,
Messed up I
rolling.
got
yeah,
the
that's
most-
what I mean
the most
too.
messed
Like
up I
you just
got
had to be a little bit something.
was at the Wiz Khalifa concert, and it wasn't even my fault.
Oh, it was just contact high at that point.
It was, he had a 10-foot bong on the stage, and I swear, the bowl on it's 3 times the size of your mic.
yeah,
He lit it with a torch at the beginning of the show, and ashed it at the end.
just
place was
rolling the
just
whole day.
Pound.
rolling.
Yeah,
Oh, I guarantee you there was like 5.
Oh, really? That for the bowl or how much he
Like
did? throughout the
like
entire show?
5 packs.
Like 5, there was 5 pounds in this bowl. I
Woo,
guarantee it.
that
Because
is
all he did was lit it
incredible.
at the beginning of the show and like brushed ash off of it, and it burned the whole show.
That
Nice.
is crazy.
Like smoke was
insane.
pouring out of the doors as we were pouring out of the doors. Like people were still like, "Bro, where are you?" Like can't see
Yeah.
with a flashlight. Like
Was this here in Wisconsin or was
it
this
was
in
yeah, it was
Illinois,
at the
or-
rave.
Oh, at the rave.
at the rave.
Oh,
in Milwaukee.
nice, dude. The,
Oh, in
the
Milwaukee.
rave is
Yeah,
such
yeah,
a
yeah.
fun.
It's so much fun.
That's such a
Mhm.
fun joint. Like, cause the whole like upper rafter area
Yeah.
is sick. They have like 5
Well, yeah.
different other stages.
Like,
I've been to so many EDM
all the
shows
people
there.
from
It's
upstairs had to
crazy.
come down from all the smoke.
Well, I
Like,
bet, yeah.
Oh, I bet
I-
you'd probably be so
dude,
fucking ripped.
yeah.
I would
but-
not want to risk my
Yeah,
ass at that
like,
show.
That is like one of the places.
Yeah, we had a
though,
hotel down the block.
They-
But
It's
like,
we're-
they let
we're walking,
everybody
like you're
smoke-
right. We stood outside.
They like don't even like check
even
when you go in there. You
like we
just-
were like sitting there.
everybody's
like, couple
vaping the whole time.
we were sitting there a couple
blowing
hours
smoke.
after the show, just like still getting contact smoke coming out, just like sitting
Dude.
there, just like we're down the street. We're good.
There
Like,
was one time I went there like right after high school, and we had to get picked up by my buddy's parents. It was like, yeah, we were all like 18, obviously, or whatever, but we had to get picked up by my buddy's parents at like 3 a.m. after the show ended.
Oh, so they
And we-
drove all the way out to pick your asses up?
Yeah,
God
and
damn.
so they
Oh.
dropped us off and they just stayed in the city or whatever.
Oh, I thought they
But-
like
Oh,
made
I
a
thought you guys
separate
fucked
trip.
around.
No.
You guys come sort of come pick you
Oh my
from
God,
lacrosse.
damn.
Oh, that does seem like something we would have done. But anyway, so we were looking for everybody after the show, right? So I find one of my buddies. I find him. I'm like, okay, dude, can you like get right here, sitting down in this corner? I'm gonna go find somebody else, right? And I was lit at this point.
Oh,
Like,
I
was
bet you
su-
were.
I
You-
was like,
oh, I bet
I
you
was
were gone.
twisted so many different ways. I run up the staircase. I find one more friend. Like
You
10
almost need to get
minutes.
some more ice.
10 minutes later, I bring him back down to where I was going to put the other friend, and my other friend was gone. Right? And I'm like, dude, like, your mom is picking us up in like 20 minutes, whatever. The show ended, it was 4 a.m. Like, everybody's just twisted. And then, yeah, we eventually.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, no, I-
This was a
no.
disaster, right? So I was like the soberest one here, and turns out I was lit. So it was like I was trying to find everybody. I ended up finding 2 friends out of the 4, right? So
Half ain't bad.
yeah, we settled our losses. We walked outside. We like, finally like sat down at the curb outside of like the main entrance to that place. And my buddy like comes in and he's like, fourth friend finally shows up and he's like, guys, I was looking everywhere for you. Where were you?
You guys were old enough. You guys were young enough and old enough to have cell phones. Like, what?
Yeah, and no one's phone was working. No one's phone's gonna like work at that point,
You
man.
think,
like,
you think they're hearing that?
yeah, like there's people walking everywhere. You're not gonna. Anyway,
People are trying to call you.
we have all four of us. We're chilling, and his mom, a saint, she comes, picks us up at like the main entrance. It's like 4 a.m. She's like, guys, we're going to Waffle House.
Did she give you the sigh?
Shit,
Did she give you the sigh?
No, she wasn't really that. Well, she was like, she understood. It was like an understanding.
We're going
sigh.
to Waffle
Yeah,
House.
it was like
That's awesome. Like, we're going to Waffle
it
House.
was
We're
like
gonna see a fight now.
It was like
Yeah.
a mutual understanding of like all of us were just rolling an hour ago
Well,
and we're tired and we're hungry.
And it's like her wake up time, so it's like I'm getting breakfast.
Man,
Like,
there's
it was
a
great.
strip club in Phoenix that I used to go to in
It was
Tempe
great.
that had a Waffle House instead of the same parking lot.
Oh no!
Me and a buddy of mine, we would go there just to bullshit. Because we were like,
They
this
call
is-
that dangerous
Yeah,
in my neighborhood.
we'd actually go in the bar.
class are listening over here.
Yeah. So what we do is we'd go to the bar and we just chill in the back there. And we were like, because we were both like young entrepreneurs. We're like writing out business ideas, but that's like, hey, let's do that. Like we're coming up with different. Like one of our ideas actually took off. We were actually making t-shirts stuff like that.
Mhm.
Because we thought like, hey, this would be an easy thing to like
Oh,
to get
easy.
into.
Yeah.
You know, and so we're sitting there, stuff like, and the girls would come around, stuff like that, and it's like,
So
hey,
easy. I even got into it.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. Well, yeah. Well, the time was different because like now there's more technology.
Oh,
right?
now it's super easy. Like yeah.
And so we would sit back there, and the girls would come up and love on us because like we just kind of like, hey, like they'd come up and say, hey, can we chill next to you guys? Like, go for it. And we're just sitting there, just drinking and stuff like that. A few girls would come and ask us for.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. I can always use more water.
He's making it rain over here.
But they would come over and ask to us like, hey,
For
do you mind
real?
just chill? Because they would just want to get, or someone would come up and ask like, would you like a dance? We'd look at them like, no. It's like, but if you want to chill, you can. You know, so we just sit there and bullshit with them. But it's like there have been some few times where we would leave like, and like there were a couple of girls like at the end of our shift, like, hey, we're going to Waffle House to get some meat. You want to come with us? Like, sure. Never hooked up with a stripper because it's like that's just
that's
just drama.
That's just asking
that's
for
just
it.
asking for drama. But it was fun though.
HIV.
You don't know.
All the STDs,
You don't know.
man.
Right.
You don't know anymore.
There was one girl that the one
I can honestly say I've never been in one.
Never hooked up with a stripper.
I've never been inside a strip club.
really?
Oh,
I've
in
never
a strip
been.
club? I don't think I have been either.
Here burned down.
I've never been.
I'm like really thinking back. I don't know if I have been. Maybe
I've-
one time.
I've,
Christian Chubby's
I've
is
picked
pretty
people
nice.
up from the strip club. I've never been inside.
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason to go really.
Not really.
Not
No,
anymore.
It's fun to bring.
Not with the internet.
Yeah, like you have
I can
good
get it for
porn
free
on the
now,
internet
right.
now, so you don't really need it.
Like Alicia and I went to a Cruise and Chubby.
Like if I was to go to like
There's
a nice
maybe
city
a
like
reason.
Vegas,
Yeah.
I might go to a strip.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
It's
feel
you're in
like
Rome. Why not?
Like
I feel
right.
like there's a reason though, because there's still like the human element to it. You know,
Mhm.
like you're not just staring at like a
a
screen.
computer.
Yeah.
I always like Alicia.
But
and I,
it's just never something that I really wanted to go.
It's just a podcast. I'm just watching a podcast.
I'm just watching. I'm
They
on
filmed
a
it a
pod-
week before.
I'm on a podcast.
I'm just,
they come
I'm just
out a
watching.
week and a half later. I don't even know anymore. I
Right.
can't even tell you what's real and what's not real. Like I'm depersonalized. I'm having an out of body experience right now. I don't need.
We didn't get recap from last week. You're lost.
Yeah, we don't even know what we talked about 3 days ago. I forgot we did a show.
I've been to quite a few of them. I've also gone to.
Have you gone with your wife at all?
Oh yeah, with Alicia. Yeah, we gone to Cruise and Chubby's. Yeah,
Okay.
we got
I've
lap
picked
dance.
so
Yeah,
many-
Yeah.
I picked so many people up from. I've never
Yeah.
been inside.
But it's like if you do happen to go, it's like stage shows are a lot more fun than the private dances because like they're fucking
The
useless.
only one that was like open like during my time that I could have went to was the 4 Mile, and I wasn't going.
Yeah, 4 miles like the D squad on a good day.
Like the JV squad.
Yeah, it's a D squad. It's like it's the women that should have quit stripping 30
Like
years ago.
30 years ago,
Yeah.
they're still working.
Jesus.
Oh, at least
Like, you're talking
that
about,
was
like-
my only option to
You're talking about like
go.
cougars.
Unless it was to
like
like go to the cities or
Yeah.
well, mine was lucky because we live in Tempe. Well,
Mm.
Tempe is the home of ASU.
Yep.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
hot titties.
yeah.
There's a lot of hot girls there.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that's a little
There's some
different.
good, and on top of that, that's where I found out one of my coworkers was a stripper.
oh man.
Yeah, it's like I watched her do her stage. She was like,
In
the,
But
There's-
now,
and it's
there
just-
are no strippers because of like OnlyFans.
but get this
OF
though.
ruined everything.
You know the funny
know?
thing is though, it's like
Feet
she
pics.
saw me
Sell
on
'em.
the stage,
So
and she comes over, talks to me. It's like I just thought it's like she comes over like kind of like with her tail between her legs, like I'm not gonna tell anybody. It's like you do you, boo.
there's a coworker
And
that
we're
just
still
started
friends.
out with us that used to be one of those too, and I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, don't say names.
There's a gal you guys we're not gonna used to work with that actually.
She just started.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't name names.
Oh, I can't. I'm not.
But
No,
I'm
we're
not gonna
doing
stoop to
that.
that level.
interesting. Yeah, no, I think a lot of people on like the OF side of things, right? Like the OnlyFans girls, I feel like they'll end up regretting a lot of it.
I feel like they already do.
I feel like
Oh.
they already do.
They already do.
But it's because imagine subjecting yourself to that, like
And then-
trying to sell yourself online and then not getting anything, not getting any views.
Well, or
Yeah.
because a lot
that's
of them
all
are
you're-
not subscribed.
or that's all you're
Like-
getting. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Well, and I'm sorry though, like
How mu-
98% of girls on OnlyFans don't make any money because
No.
it is a
Maybe
creator
$800
economy.
bucks over maybe the entire
I'm-
career. It's
So
nothing.
I'm gonna trash podcasters a little bit too, but everybody has a podcast, right? Everybody
Mm-hmm.
has a podcast. 99.9% of them don't get any traction
Nope.
at all,
Uh.
right?
That's why I look
the
at the
same-
ROR on the whole
The
thing.
algorithms work the same way on OnlyFans. You have to be like top of the like you have to outperform everybody in your niche, just
Yeah,
like you would in
You've
any
got to
other
be
creator.
extremely
Yeah.
niche on OF. Just
Yeah,
similar
yeah.
to like
So-
when I
so
started
I'm just gonna
podcasting for
say,
hunting,
like,
there was a whole lot of them,
um,
but now there's tons of them out there.
You know, and at least for podcasting, like when we're subjecting ourselves to the internet, like
Did
we
they
might
not-
get
did-
might get a nasty
did
comment.
they not
here or
get the
there.
same talks we got in school with not sending sexualized pictures over the phone?
You
You know what I
know,
mean?
the DARE program officers that day weren't there for
I don't
me.
think
No.
Dare was there. I don't-
Okay, yeah. I don't,
I
whatever.
don't think Dare was there.
but
Get this,
no,
the
but
same people that did
imagine-
my DARE class got arrested for drug trafficking. For
Same.
stealing.
That-
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
My,
Oh.
not
my
drug trafficking,
got
but stealing.
drug traffic.
Yeah,
Ours
that's
got
good.
stealing from the evidence.
I could probably name him too.
Stealing from
but,
evidence. Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
If he's a bad guy. No,
Well, that's the funny thing about cops. Like it's
Uh,
most of them are like all you need to do is step a little bit over the line to become a bad guy.
that's true. It's true. No,
Okay, so if that's being said, then I'm a bad guy because
Sure.
I've broken the law before. You know
I've
what I
done
mean?
that
Does that make
We've
does that
all
make-
broken
but,
law.
like,
Some
but
of us have
like-
gotten caught. Some of us
It's-
Right.
haven't
No,
gotten
Is
right, right.
legality
I've spent
a
the night in
moral
jail a few
thing?
times.
No.
So
Mine's been more than once.
But like
So,
like
like-
morality and like legality are two different lines.
That's fair.
Right? So like
yeah,
I don't know, hypothetically speaking,
Like,
let's
yeah,
say
I'm not
one
just
of
gonna go pick a fight with a cop. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like,
no.
well, because legal definitions of things are different than what a moral question is.
I will sit there and
So-
have a disagreement with a cop. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely.
but I'm not gonna like escalate it beyond that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm.
I
Not
mean,
gonna,
because like imagine like thinking that doing a drug to yourself, to your own body,
Mhm.
not causing any
Been there.
harm outside of
been there,
yourself.
done that. Yeah.
Why would that even be a moral question of, is this right or wrong? It should be more along the lines of like, well, the law says it's wrong, but is it morally wrong? No.
Who
So like a
cares?
lot of things.
That's a
and
good
legally
valid
it
point.
shouldn't
But
really be there
again,
either.
But
we
at
see
the
what
same
happened with
time, like-
Washington and Oregon. They legalized a lot of shit. They went to shit.
Yeah, but they were already like in a bad
But at
spot.
the
I think a
same
lot of
time-
people like relate that to like Portland, and they'll go like, "Oh yeah, like Portugal did that."
How
But
many?
it's like Portugal's like core
How many-
people there are like way different than
How many people get
people in
stoned or
Portland.
whatever and find themselves? You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Clarity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
A lot
that's
of times,
what I want to do.
a lot of
Yeah.
like for
And
when
there's
you're doing
no-
harder stuff. It's always usually
There's
self-medication.
zero like
Right.
moral question to that though,
You know what I
right?
mean?
Like I think a lot of people can agree on that. Like
but
there's
then
not
you're
any
never looking
moral-
at it as like, am I wrong for smoking or doing this? You know what I mean? It's just like you're only looking at what it benefits you, I guess, at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
I mean, you
Like,
can have a guilty conscience,
yeah,
but saying that is like
but saying that overweighs like what you got out of it, like
Yeah.
the spiritual whatever or
do you
mindset.
Phil,
I
are
should
you one
say.
of those people that think that like everybody needs to have some type of almost like a psychedelic experience.
I'd say at least try it.
Okay,
At least try it.
all right. Because a lot of people go back and forth on that for a while.
I don't think you should do it often, like maybe twice a year. You don't want to like push, because like say you're doing mushrooms
Mm-hmm.
and you do an eighth or whatever. Let's say it's March. I wouldn't do another eighth of mushrooms or like anything that fucks with my brain like that until maybe November, December.
At least 6 months
Right.
where it's out of your
Giving
system.
my
I gotcha.
brain a rest from another psychedelic.
Yeah.
Because like all that tripping is basically like blood dripping from your brain to the top of your spinal cord, and that's what's making you hallucinate. So it's like really bad for you because all that blood's just gonna pool there eventually. So if you constantly do it, there's a good like chance you could die because you're just pooling so much blood, and like one good hit in the back of your head or your neck area, you're dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Good
know
point.
a lot of people.
Like
who,
I know people that like say they did. I'm gonna say they did do more than what they should have, and if they crack their neck wrong, they're tripping.
Yeah. Like the crack your back and your back
Like,
on crack.
and you're tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember. Well, we've all at one point in time rolled. So it was like I've had triggers from drinking coffee.
Yeah, that could be more of an anxiety thing though after the
Yeah.
drug experience.
But it's like I
But I
never took into it. But it's like
I wouldn't doubt it though, because Molly in particular, or like, if you had ever had something way more dark than any of the amphetamines you usually take, stimulants in general do that. Like they cause you to have previous experience brought into current stimulants. So like you could be doing coffee's a stimulant, right? So you could be drinking a cup
stimulant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sugar highs, same kind of thing. But you could be, drinking too much coffee, and then it triggers the same exact dopamine receptors that were already partially burnt out from your Molly or your
And then there's
euphoric
DMT,
tripping.
which comes from your brain.
Yeah. And like I'm sure,
So getting
'cause-
back to your question, so are you looking to find like would you recommend a psychedelic experience or a drug experience? Like
I would recommend.
I'm trying to dig into your question. Like I know where you, because you and I have gone we've gone down the same little path. It's like you got consequences from the public from the police. Knock what I've not. So it's like
You're not as reckless as I was as a teenager. You know what I mean? Like you're smart.
I also did a little,
I also
I
don't
didn't do it as a
think
teacher. I did a little bit. I was a little bit older. That means anything. But it's
You knew your way.
still
You
sub
knew
25.
what to do
with
what you
yeah,
had.
you
You know what I
know.
mean?
you can
like,
experience the full potential.
I
of
didn't
it.
leave
I was
my
young-
confines. I
I was-
leave my
Yeah.
area.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
well,
young and
leave-
dumb. I'm gonna use young and dumb.
full of cum,
Full
man.
of cum as my excuse. You know what I mean? Like I was
And most of my like LSD
18,
trips
you know?
are like from when I was younger.
Yeah,
so like
16,
if I were to
18,
do it
yeah.
now, I would have a totally different experience and like
I'd probably
mindset.
freak now.
Mindset approach is so much different.
Oh
when
yeah,
it
you have
comes
to go into it with a good mindset. Otherwise, you're
And-
gonna have a bad time.
And
Very true.
I
very
would
true.
set the environment up before I
Yeah,
would go into
yeah,
it.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
like so many
Like
things
I
that
had
I
to
would
plan my
plan.
day around.
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
And-
no,
and-
I would plan
My past experiences, zero
afterwards.
plans.
And
I would get
always
offered, and I'd
and-
be like, yeah, I'll try it.
and I
Like,
always
I'll go for it.
Me
We'll see what
personally
happens today.
always have to have a babysitter. At least
Yeah,
someone
see,
sober.
That's
You-
not even like a
You have
thought
to have someone
when
that's
you're
it's
At least
sober, but
somewhat
also
sober.
gone through what you're going
Yeah.
through to understand.
so you can talk through
cycle
it
of
if something
Yes.
crazy happens.
well,
So
no,
now
they
they're
know the
just-
cycle of it all.
Well,
'Cause-
and then they're not
yeah.
just like phoning the police, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah.
they
Well,
understand
and-
where the peaks and
Like,
lows
oh,
are.
yeah,
yeah,
because you
like-
peak like real hard. Well, I guess it depends.
There's a
LSD
couple
or
you
something.
could
But
peak
you-
a couple times.
Yeah, you might have a
especially-
trough, and then it might just like come back even higher than last
You're
time,
right.
and then you're like, boom.
It also depends on
Shattered.
the
It could
day
be like
and
the
dosage
stock
too.
and just bap.
It could be,
you know,
yeah.
like
And everybody has to like realize that too. Is like you could
like
when I
you
when
could
I was
take
doing
some, you
Molly
could take
back,
some, and I could take some, and I
we
could
could
not
all
even
have
feel
different,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know,
There's been
like
times where I've had 7-8 pills and not feel a goddamn thing.
Oh, I bought
guarantee
mushrooms
you,
so many times and going.
guarantee you, like the
I
Molly,
think
that,
I ate a half pound of these and I don't feel anything. I
Yeah.
better stop. Like
you know, like I've
Yeah.
had Coke where it like doesn't even work. I've had like Coke where it just amps me up so much. and
for
it's
for
like,
what 20 minutes?
Yeah, well, I mean, Coke is. I like the drug.
What's the point?
So
It's 20 minutes.
I liked the drug. Okay.
Yeah.
Put it back in
Um,
Coke or don't do it at all.
I- the more I like that, I love that idea. It's probably better for you than a lot of the sugar that you get on the
And
street. Like, honestly, a little bit
now-
of Coke in the original formula, I will take that over. If they're going to put 300 grams of sugar in my Coca-Cola, I'd rather have
a little bit of cocaine.
just a dash.
Can I get
Pinch
the
of it.
1890s Coke, please?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, I should say.
So what were you going to ask me about?
Well, what are you trying? What are you driving towards? What's the result
what-
you're looking for? Because it's like we all have a different experiences.
Yeah.
We've crossed that line to harder stuff into even injecting it to the point.
Yeah,
What
at
are you
least I haven't
looking
done
to?
that,
What are
but
you?
I've done that.
What are you looking to find out? Or what are
Would
you
not
trying to?
recommend.
Yeah.
So what are you? What are you trying to find out? Essentially, like you looking like something based off of our experiences for older, or are you looking for a recommendation, or are you looking for what's
Yeah, if
what's
you're
your
looking for
driving force?
recommendation.
I am not looking for anything right now.
Oh,
So,
so
I can put you on.
I would, yeah. No,
I'm not gonna
I-
put you on anything. I just want to know
No,
what you're curious about.
I've kind of had my dose of psychedelics at this point, where I think I don't really need them
Mm-hmm. Well,
anymore.
the thing is, we've already had this conversation, so there's a lot of this like
I
we
know.
haven't had this conversation.
Yeah, we've had this before, but like
Mhm.
I've
Or
done
early, or like probably when the first 10 episodes of
I've
Ghost.
done kind of my fair share of like I really liked MDMA when I was on it. I
Mhm.
really liked Coke when I was
Mhm.
on it. Coca-Cola, love it.
Coca-Cola.
I had some really, really good experiences with LSD.
I loved LSD.
Never did it. I've had acid, but it didn't really change anything for me.
Yeah.
But
loved
LSD
it.
never had that one either.
The amount of flow on that is like insane, right? And you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about too. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like
Thoughts
the
of-
life flow. It's like it's almost like you're
explain to
go-
me flow because
it's
like,
almost like you're going down a river and everything is going with the current with you, and you get like the tracing effects. And obviously, you have the really heavy,
blur,
you
yeah.
have the
you're-
heavy
you're
like
talking about the visuals, okay? Because
Yeah,
Visuals
well,
and just
but-
the
but
feeling of like
you're-
bubbly.
yeah,
Like,
I
your
gotcha.
mood like
gotcha.
flows with
it
what you're
fluctuates
seeing.
with you, yeah, with
Um,
what you see.
kind of reminds me of
It
what
is
you
feel.
really,
reminds me of
it's
age,
really
you know?
nice.
Like-
It's like you're
You're
kind of
vibing,
yeah.
literally.
You
Like,
are the vibe. Like
Like,
at that
right,
point, like
true.
you are with whatever is going on in front of you.
and it's so much fun to do it at like a silent rave because then you like
I've
take
never-
off your headphones and
I
you
haven't
don't
even
hear
thought
anything
about
anyway,
that,
and
but you're
everyone's
so
just having a
dumb.
great time. Right?
I've never even thought about.
There's so
a
much
silent
fun.
DJ
There's so much
rave or
fun. Like
anything.
everybody's
That's
wearing these
funny.
headphones that you paid for with your ticket or whatever.
Yeah.
You're going in and everybody's like
you ever been
having
to a
good-
silent rave before?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
then like
so-
take off your headphones
there-
and just experience.
Yeah,
that.
they
Like,
they give you
my experience
headphones.
of
And
like
rave,
DJs,
you're experiencing everything.
like
yeah.
But now if you go to a foam party with a rave while you're on Molly,
Yeah, but that's
which
when
may
you
have
start
happened.
when you start combining things, you get different experiences, obviously. But
Yeah,
yeah, if
I
you
mean,
just take like
I've also
LSD,
silent
I've
No,
also
no,
done I've also done harder at shows.
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
uh-huh. And
Like
so yeah, like me personally,
I've also taken it easy at shows and just like drank.
yeah,
just
yeah.
slow.
I mean, there's like different times and places to
There's-
do
there's
everything, and
different
everybody has
occasions.
different. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody has a different like way to do it.
Like
you know?
obviously for Wiz, I'm not showing up drunk or
Yeah.
on anything other than weed.
exactly.
So
And you'll have a better time doing
Have a
that.
great
And
time,
obviously,
yeah.
there's like
And-
there's different ways
Yeah.
to do everything. And I don't fault anybody for even going sober to concerts because sober concerts are really fun
oh
too.
yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah.
had a great time at
I've
sober.
also been sober.
Like
at
sober,
some.
even sober raves. I've had an awesome time. Like it has just been fun, and you just listen to music. Like,
Oh yeah.
and
sure.
you know, when I'm sober at raves, it's kind of funny too because you can like,
people watch.
well, and you can hear more of like the transitioning for music and stuff. So like me being a DJ,
Oh, here's the drop.
I'm like I like know what's happening, and like when they do like pre-mixing and stuff, I'm like, oh, like he kind of messed up there. Oh, hey, like
Mm.
this is kind of dope.
Yeah, you're the only
But
one
you-
out of us three
Yeah,
that'd
I
be
don't
like, hey, he
yeah,
messed up right
There'll
there.
be 400 people
And-
there, and like it'll just be like, oh, dude, you fucked up. Like, you know. But he's usually high too. Like the DJ's usually high too. I never
Yeah.
did shows sober.
Does anybody care? No.
No, so
Does anybody else notice?
no, not at
No.
all. And that's what I realized when I did do sober, like when I went to sober shows.
You should just be
I was
a
like,
DJ.
no one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares at all. You can pause the music if you wanted to. And,
Just unplug it.
yeah, unplug it for a couple minutes and come
Plug it
back.
back in.
Like I had to go to the bathroom. I'm back. Yeah, so it was something that I was just like, yeah, I would recommend going to a concert on everything, on a little bit of nothing, a little bit of everything.
Would you recommend going to like concerts or festivals? You know what I mean?
Oh, festivals are like 1,000%
Well,
better.
obviously you're getting
concerts,
more for
but
your money, but like
yeah, but I mean,
it all depends on who the show is,
the
though. Too,
camping
you know what I mean?
experience for festivals is so hit or miss.
It could be
Sometimes you have really fun ones,
atrocious.
and sometimes you have really, really bad ones.
On a
Yeah.
couple of mine, they've been really,
Like
really
sometimes
bad.
it's just mudded out before you even get there. You get there, and like they don't even have spots for people.
Well,
And
when
that's
I
bad.
went, we went to the gathering of the Juggalos, so it's
Okay,
Oh, shit, that's
ICP
fucking
festival
wild.
in like what,
I've
Iowa?
not done
Where
the
is that
Juggalo
at?
festival.
it was in
but
Thornville, Ohio,
Ohio.
and
a
oh
lot
my
of
god,
anger there.
there. Let's just say I didn't sleep.
Yeah.
Like it was, yeah.
So like that's not a fun festival experience.
I said I have fun.
Okay, well,
I mean, that's the beholder. Yeah.
I have
you know,
fun.
but
But,
I've had
like,
people go
not
to like
sleeping.
festivals and get their phones taken from them.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
had,
like,
you know,
there's
get
phones taken,
their
like
campsite robbed and whatnot,
campsite, like robbed and like just like stomped
looted
on,
and yeah,
and,
and that's
Well,
an awful, that's
and
a
like
bad
at the
experience.
gathering, there's this place called the Drug Bridge, and along this bridge is candy. You know, anything,
Okay.
anything you wanted
Good luck.
on this bridge. Yep, here you go, for sale,
Yeah, that's nice.
whatever.
But like also bring a test
then-
kit. Dude, I would
yes,
bring a
test
test
kit.
kit nowadays.
Did-
So what's even
When
more?
I-
It was 20 years ago. I wouldn't have to
Ten-
worry about it. But
10
today,
10 years
even
ago, I
more
didn't even worry
sketchy
about
is
it.
like say this
7, 8 years ago was not worrying about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even more
You come
sketchy is
now-
like on each side of the bridge, there's usually like 4 or 5 cops just standing.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like,
Sure.
oh, watching us transact and like watching us walk
Yeah,
back to
you,
our
you
camp.
know the festival cops are different.
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't
As
care.
long as we're
Mhm.
like
most of them don't care.
behaving and like
Yeah.
not
I know a couple of people that do the security over there when it comes down to what's what I'm looking for, not Rock USA, but Rock Fest.
rock
They'll,
fest, yep.
they'll do security for it,
Mhm.
but there's like they're mostly concerned about the underage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh
but
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
the ones
as
that
you need to
go
be.
all,
Or if you're going too hard and
Yeah.
they know,
Yeah,
that's the one.
they'll
Like,
pull you.
it's
Yeah, but
that's
that
where
makes
where you have
sense.
to be
Like-
But
be
like
mindful.
we're going,
'Cause
we're
everybody-
buying this little dime bag to go enjoy a show.
Mhm.
They're not
Yeah,
gonna care.
no one's gonna care.
Oh yeah, like they were telling me like they've seen coke deals over there, but it's like they're fine. There's like
They don't
they're
care.
Yeah.
they're
It's
within their
like
means.
almost
They're not
in a
going
controlled
10X.
environment,
Which
too.
is,
you
like-
know, and
Only thing like they'd probably
Adults
like if
doing
they'd like
that,
saw
like,
us
shouldn't be an
buy
issue.
some and like saw us leave or like leave the grounds, they might stop. They'll probably stop.
Yeah.
the lead
'Cause-
ground.
yeah.
yeah,
We're leaving,
because that's
we're gonna-
all they're
yeah,
liable for
'cause
that too.
Right.
Now
Yeah.
they're worried about like, are
Yeah.
you going?
Am
to
I going
be-
to resell this
Yeah,
out in the
Or-
street?
Are you driving?
are you?
Am I
yeah.
driving?
Yeah,
Am
so-
I?
They're liable.
Right.
They're partially liable when you leave.
Yeah.
That's for sure a thing. And
Well, then on top of that too is like considering how much money they're going to make off that one stop.
yeah,
It all comes down
Yeah.
to the dollar.
Yeah. Am I out of state too? You know what I mean? Like
and most people are. So it's like,
coming to that,
It-
I guarantee you 90% of it.
yeah. So like, you know, and yeah, for that type of experience, everybody should
Which is
go out
wild.
and do that.
Like-
Everybody should go out and do that though.
Probably the best week of my life.
Man, Electric Forest with one of my old roommates, like that was actually we had a
I didn't like
hella good
Electric
weekend out
Forest.
there.
Was not a fan.
Where's
Really?
Electric-
Dude, like
is
the
Electric Forest
umbrella.
out in
Wait, what year did you
Colorado?
go?
2014. No,
Okay.
2012.
Oh, that's earlier than I would have gone. I was still in
Yeah,
high school.
20
then.
You're
Probably not. but
you were a teenager still at that point.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say if we
That
ever
was
ran
a,
into
that was a
each
year
other-
year after. I
Where's
graduated.
where's that event at? Is that-
Electric is in like the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Where, well,
in the
it's
middle of Michigan. It's like
Oh,
three.
Michigan,
It's like
okay.
3 hours outside of Detroit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I want to say it's like
I
near
was, 'cause it's like I was
Kalamazoo or
like,
something.
is that the what? There's I know there's
It-
got
it's like-
Bonnaroo, but that's
Yeah.
Tennessee.
So Electric Forest though, like it's all set up like the Alice in Wonderland world.
Oh,
I think they're-
It's real
I've been there,
trippy.
like, 2 or
Like
3
it was
times.
it
I
was
can't
a
even
fun
tell you.
experience.
Yeah.
I don't
It-
think I'd go back.
Yeah. I know like the year that I went there, Marshmallow headlined one of the nights.
Base
I didn't see
Nectar was the
And then,
one
like-
that headlined for
Excision always goes there. I know that. He probably wasn't a headliner yet. Base Nectar, yeah.
Base Nectar.
Did you
was,
see the string cheese incident when you were there? Okay, they headline every single year. I think it's like their festival, quote unquote. But they do 2 shows. They do like a Monday, or they do like the Saturday, Sunday
Mhm.
nights. I saw them twice and like back-to-back nights. One of the coolest. Like they're like a folk band.
Mhm.
I would 100% check them out if you haven't. But
And then I
uh,
saw Dirt Monkey out there.
okay, that's
They
dope
were
too. Yeah,
great. Like probably
I saw
like if I had to put an EDM show up there,
Yeah,
Dirt Monkey.
Dirt Monkey. Okay, I've think I've seen him on side stages. I don't
Dirt
think I've ever
Monkey
seen him
was
in a.
lit.
What was it though? I saw Sudden Death out there
That would be
too.
great.
Jaws was amazing.
You guys are
Um,
outside my realm when you guys talk about EDM. It's like,
yeah, well, like okay,
I know a very, very small amount.
Yeah. So we can switch subjects
Yeah.
completely then. So, do you think that rap music and country music is a good thing?
Like together?
Yes, like the new rap country. Like I'm talking maybe
Like
not.
Post?
I was gonna say maybe not necessarily Post Malone, but like I don't know Morgan Wallen or
We're
people
Teddy
who
Swims.
people who like add the
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll is
Warren-
like country
Warren
rock,
Z.
yeah,
Jeffers,
country
whoever it
rock,
is.
and
Well, he started
he
as a
usually
rapper.
has
Yeah.
features
He
or
started
is
he started as a rapper.
exactly.
He's going
So
to
Kid
money's
Rock.
Kid Rock is a perfect example. He's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
rock country star who like kind of
Rap.
has
Kinda
rappers
rap.
on his features a lot, or he will rap
Listened
on
to
a
Kid Rock
song.
since like 96, 97. So yeah, he's a rich kid. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but do you think that's like an overall like good transition for music? Do you think rap can really like transition over the country, or at least like
Yeah.
have a strong crossover?
It's basically what like
Because
well,
that is the next genre. Like
So-
that is the next genre. I don't
So-
know if you guys are like watching really where music's going.
And
But
I'm
despite
kind of a fan.
all the
I'm
streaming
kind of
stuff,
a fan of it as of right
I
now.
fucking
As of
love it.
right
I
now,
love it.
I'm kind of a fan of it.
Yeah.
But like
shout out to Nelly for one of the first.
Nelly, yeah, Nelly
he's
and
the one
Tim
that bridged
McGraw.
that
I don't
gap.
know how he
Nelly
do
and
that.
Tim McGraw had
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
banger
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
like over and over again. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it.
Yeah.
Over and over.
So
yeah.
what we're going through is like what new metal went through back in the 90s.
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
what
but
they
like
call
new metal,
NU
like
country,
yeah, essentially.
new country.
Do
So
you think that's like a general like good thing or bad thing
it's
for music?
just it's you
for
got to
the
look at
time.
who controls the
Like-
music. Well, this is the aspect of like the main angel that always liked music is Lucifer. So it's
Mhm.
like it's his way of bridging that gap. Like, but it's like it's in the, but then if you follow music really, it's like they're just crossing that gap to make that money.
Jesus
So-
Christ.
Hey, it's not my fault that like the major execs from all the same studios. like, there's only three
This is me
studios
right
out
now.
there.
This is me right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Me-
But
me
anyways,
right now.
it's a good we're in a good thing. It's as long as they keep politics out of it, you know. It's like kind of like with having
is country music inherently political?
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you go back to old school, you go back to the 80s. Well, put it this way: if you go back to before Garth Brooks, it was never political.
Okay. Yes.
And it
Before
was-
the
and it-
90s country.
No,
Okay.
we're talking Garth
80s,
Brooks
90s,
80s,
yeah.
90s, yeah.
because Brooks didn't kick off
Before the
until 88.
90s.
But he wasn't like huge until
No,
the 90s. You
But
know what I
that's-
mean?
But
Like,
country
like
has
before
always
the
been
2000s.
designed as a small venue. KC halls, Knights of Columbus
Sure.
halls. Like that's what country was.
Yeah,
it-
but
but
do you
it-
think when country crossed into the pop world,
That
like
was a-
around Dixie Chicks, 2001, 2003? Do you think that was like when
Cowboy Take
'cause
Me Away,
Then you
you
have
know?
Taylor Swift, and then you have like all
Well,
the
no,
country
I
pop.
think
well,
artists.
she went from country,
Yeah.
and then she sold her soul. Then she
Sure.
went to pop, and now
But-
she bridged that gap. And now it's like a lot of people. It's like
Is that's probably bridging the wrong gap. But
Yeah,
I,
see,
you know what I
that's a
argue-
whole different topic.
demonic
Okay.
with country.
He's like, that's not even country music. We're disowning it.
Yeah,
I don't know what to
I-
call that.
So I just imagine that.
demonic. Yeah, but yeah. Anyways,
I just imagine that
Bring back Shania.
Ooh.
country music in
Yes.
general, I think, is like inherently political, and
I
it's
think-
because
I
of
think
the,
so.
the
No,
genre is called country.
country music was
you're
always
talking about
meant
your
to.
country. You know what I mean?
It inherently had those things, but it's like we talked on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
All good things get ruined.
Mm-hmm.
And so country music was always designed to be smaller venues, like honky tonks, but it was a way for the people that actually were farmers,
Okay.
not these buckle bunnies.
Right.
It's like that was a way for them to get off the farm to enjoy a small
What
time.
about
But then Garth Brooks hit, took it,
Yeah.
10x'd it, and
Yeah.
here we are.
So
And
Garth
then-
Brooks, do you like, kind of
No,
Garth
attribute
Brooks,
Oh,
Tim
yeah.
McGraw.
100%.
Tim McGraw is great though. Like I do
He's
like
great,
Tim McGraw.
but like he elevated country music. You know what I mean?
He like brought it to that.
him
next,
and Garth
like,
and Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson was
So,
always
like-
true to his roots because
Yeah.
it's like even when he had that song that became a big
Okay,
hit
Toby
during 9/11. Yeah,
Toby
Toby Keith was always country too as well. But then again, it's everybody's post Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but it's like
Yeah.
when we get Travis Tritt, you have Randy Travis,
So,
like some of his older school.
you
that
said
grew
kinda
up
like-
in the 70s and 80s.
You said like kind of like pre 2000s, right? So
No,
like
we're talking pre-90.
okay, so like
When country made from
Pre-90s,
small halls
yeah.
to stadiums was Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks is what took it from there. And
Okay.
Garth Brooks, like,
So-
you're talking
'Cause
to a guy that's
I
40.
think-
So I've been
yeah.
paying attention to country since the late 80s, early 90s.
yeah.
When I was hunting with growing
But
up,
those are the people that like brought it mainstream, quote unquote.
it's a bridge that gap essentially
But,
because
like,
true
everybody
country
can-
guys won't go that next level.
Everybody can tell you though, like artists before them that were country music, right? So like country was still a pretty proper genre. You know,
Mhm.
Johnny Cash or whatever. Like
Yeah,
He's
but he was
country
he
folk.
bridged the gap between country and rock, but it's like more like
yeah.
it's more like gospel
But
and rock.
is Garth Brooks like country rock though? Like, do you think that was
He
the
always stayed-
mainstream version of
he
country?
I would
always
say
seemed-
country pop, rock.
yeah.
You know, like
But he
Yeah.
always stayed country.
But
His
I don't-
rock was
I don't
when he
mean
tried
to like
doing,
argue
Chris Gaines.
semantics because I feel like like when you talk to an autist about like all of the different types of EDM
You gotta
music,
bring
like,
in the
I'm over
tism.
here doing like everything. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, like that's dubstep and that's trap music, festival of trap.
I
You
get
know,
it.
it's like
you
all
know.
different
Well,
genres.
that's why I do. That's
But-
why I state a year instead of
Yeah.
a genre because years actually play a bigger role because you gotta
Okay,
look
See,
at the
that's like-
dynamic and the economic aspect.
That's
of
like the
said
proper
year.
way to look at it.
That's why I look
But-
at it that way.
Yeah, yeah. See, a lot of normal people will just be like, okay, well, all the country music is a blend,
Well,
and this is like
do you
what
call
falls into it.
like old timing music, like all not saying he's old or anything, like Oliver Anthony now, like out of the bushes and
He's
like
he
he's
seems to
blown,
be-
he's blown up. But do you call that country or do you
he's
call
country
that, do you-
because he's
do you
giving the
call
middle
that a-
figure to the big labels.
Oh yeah, he's
He's been
not. He's
offered
not.
million-dollar
He's been
contracts.
offered millions of dollars to sign with
he's-
labels, but,
but
he's
he's
telling
only
them,
looking
no,
at it
I
like,
just want
I
to make
just-
music.
Yeah, but
But he
what
wants to
kind of
make enough
music
money
does
to
he
live
make?
his
Like,
life.
does he make?
It's like old timing, like
Yeah,
Banjo.
Oh, are you talking about the guy?
Like
who,
North-
yeah,
okay, you're
north
talking
of
about
Richmond.
yeah.
Northman, Richmond,
Yeah, yeah.
Richmond,
But his
whatever,
whole thing
yeah.
is like he's been offered multi-million-dollar contracts.
you
He's
call-
even turned down Garth Brooks
yeah,
Sure.
because he
do you-
doesn't like because
But okay,
He doesn't,
so,
he doesn't want to go
is-
mainstream,
yeah,
right?
but he's
country
Christian.
music, right? So
he
he's
is
like
more
country.
Christian than anything else. But he's like
That's
he's
like an
libertarian.
inherently like political song, the one that he got famous off of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Well,
right.
he's just pissed off. It's like all
Yeah.
country music is
But
always
again,
it's always
like-
been rebel
Well,
music.
all country
That's what-
music's like,
that's-
oh, my dog
yeah.
left
So
me.
here's
my,
the way you look
my,
at it.
my
It's
car
rebel
broke
music.
My
down.
car broke down, and yeah,
My wife
so
left me.
That's
It's
what I
rebel
mean.
music.
That's
It's more
what I
rebel
mean,
music.
though. So like,
Yeah.
it's country music
The devil
inherently
can play
political.
a fiddle, you know.
It's
That was like the kind of
but yeah,
original question,
You are correct though, because it's like country
right?
music has always
That's what
been
we
rebel.
that's what we had mentioned. It was like, is it
Country
inherently
music has
political?
always been rebel,
Yeah,
so therefore
I
it
would
would
say
be
yes.
more resistant.
yeah.
So it's
'Cause-
like when you
well,
put
'cause
the
If you're gonna
Garth
talk about
Brooks is
years,
Empire,
Jeff, if you're gonna talk about years,
and Johnny
country
Cash and other
music-
Anthony Oliver is rebel.
country music came out of like, I mean, it's basically like post Civil War era, right? And then it like evolved into.
I mean, I feel like rap and
everything.
country
It really
can go
took
hand
off
in hand.
after
You know
World
what I
War
mean?
One.
it's like inherently like American,
Anti-establishment,
right?
anti-government.
Yeah.
In America,
where we get to the rebel
American
aspect to it.
culture is anti-government, but yeah, like
But now
country
it's like
music
the
inherently
brainwashing
came out of that culture. It
Oh,
like
yeah.
came out of like
Oh, for sure.
that mindset, which
Oh,
is
for sure.
awesome. Like I don't hate
Mhm.
it. Like I think that's why I like the country music and the rap contrast because now we're
Oh,
seeing.
so you like Old Town Road with
As long
Yeah,
as,
well,
long
with
as
Nas
the
and
rap,
Billy,
Nas
you know.
and Billy,
as long
yeah.
as rap sticks
I-
to the 80s and 90s genre instead of going to the mumble rap that we have
yes,
today.
yes, I
No,
agree. I
but
agree with that.
I think within the next like 10 years, we'll probably see the mumble rap completely cross into the country rap. And
Which
I
is
think
gonna suck.
Juice World might have been like an entry point to that, which is weird to think about.
Juice WRLD is he?
He's dead now, but he was like he does like
he's a great-
sad R&B rock depression,
all about drugs, you know.
depression rap,
Yeah,
pretty much.
depression
I
rap.
got you. I wasn't
But
sure if he was.
he's great. I'm not dissing
There's-
him.
there's
Like,
been a lot of
Oh
good-
no, I'm not
I-
dissing it
I
either.
listen
I
to
like
Juice.
it. I like it.
listen to Juice.
But I
But there's a
think he
lot of
was
good
kind of that
rappers that are
entry that,
pushing
like-
against the Matrix and him dying.
Yeah,
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 it
yeah.
was like that.
Oh, he did it on his own.
Yeah,
because like,
but he was like
Moose-
that first entry into like where these.
He was like the Pac, where he
Yeah, he
like,
kind of paved the way.
predicted his own death,
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. So it's like just a typical
like an
Alice in Chains.
overdose thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Alice in Chains, like when he died in 91, 90, or no, 01, 02, it's just the drugs took over.
Yep.
But now it's like you see a lot of these rappers or country people or people that died early on that they started speaking against the Matrix.
Yeah.
Which in this, not to pick on the Jews,
Well,
but that the one that control it.
We're probably
but
going to see a
yeah.
lot more of that coming up too, because I have seen so many.
Why is Tech Nine still, or why is
I've
not
seen
Tech Nine, but
so
why
many
is Techish- what's that rat? The rat that made popularity that he ratted on everybody.
I don't know, but I know
Techish 9, 6ix9ine.
Oh,
6ix9ine.
6ix9ine.
Yeah,
6ix9ine. Yeah.
he's
That,
a pedo.
The rainbow
Yeah.
pedo. Yeah.
Yeah, the rainbow
Yeah.
pedal. But it's like he's like how he still surviving being a rat is beyond me. But it's like he's following the narrative. He's
a pedo. They gotta find
Why
that
is
out.
yeah.
Drake still standing?
Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
well, he's
And
falling out of faith.
Kendrick is gonna
well,
get the
look,
why is
the
Kendrick
Super
gonna get it?
Bowl And,
Look at
Because
Linkin
he
Park.
made a diss track about him.
yeah, but you know that Drake seeing that on live, dude, like when it's the Super Bowl and he goes,
Who
and
cares?
those kids in A minor, like you know that's gonna be lit. Like
The whole crowd's gonna be
Yeah,
singing that line.
it's gonna be lit.
Have you guys been following the whole?
gonna be worth
It's
it.
gonna
Linkin
be
Park?
captioned on
Yeah.
the screen. Be like the
yeah,
whole
the lyrics-
country,
yeah,
the whole
Lit-
nation, like
with
whoever's
100 billion
watching,
people
yeah,
or whatever.
So
they're screaming A minor, like
yeah, and
yes.
that's lit. Like that's
which will be
good.
wild.
So I'm okay with that. Like I'm good that he made a diss track and it ended
I
up
think you should make
popping.
another one.
He should make two
But
more
keep 'em
diss
coming.
tracks.
Keep
Make
'em
one
co-
on Dr.
he needs
Dr.
to separate
Disrespect.
from his
Make it
previous
them.
actions.
Get
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Bring them.
Eminem on it. Exactly.
You know how many he did for MGK? Like 6 of them. Like
Exactly.
come on.
One for Drake. Not asking for much.
No.
No, so like and kind of bringing it back.
Well, and
but-
Lil Wayne and Gotti and Jay-Z are all back in like
they back in Drake or back
no,
in
they're back
Kendrick?
they're back in Kendrick.
Dude,
But
I
Jay-Z
wish
and
that
Kendrick
J.
are no
Cole,
different.
dude,
They're all
it
pedophiles.
It sucks that
They're
I
all-
have to say I can't support J. Cole as much anymore.
No.
Oh yeah, they're all pedophiles.
Isn't that awful?
No, yeah.
anybody that's
Dude,
is
like-
not dead, that is not spoken against the
J.
Matrix, are all
Cole.
pedophiles.
Literally, like I mean, I guess it's 2014 Hills Drive album, amazing. But I've cycled through that so many times,
Yeah.
and then just to have to go back and be like, why didn't he take this fight? Why didn't he take?
Or what
He
hap-
could have been the Kendrick here.
what happened to Cuddy?
Well, I mean,
He Cuddy,
he wore a dress once.
So
oh,
Humiliation ritual.
yeah, yeah.
So he's done. He's sold out, dude. I
So
say
he
that
wants
as
to go back.
somebody
He
who
wants
is
to go
like
backstage. He wants to. He
Kid
wants to continue.
Cudi's like my spirit animal, right? And I have to like go back and just be like, oh, like Man on the Moon's not as cool anymore.
I'll still listen. I don't
Man on the Moon 2 is better, but Man on the
don't care.
Moon 3 came in.
oh,
it's
it's like,
like,
the
oh,
Carter
like-
3, Carter 4, Carter 5.
Yeah, Man on the Moon is like Kid Cudi's version of all the Carters. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like until he put the dress on, he's fine.
that's the thing.
Yeah,
But he
That's
probably
the
wasn't.
humility.
That's
It's
the
what,
thing,
but when
right?
when you sold the devil, you have to do some type of
Dude, I think
humiliation.
this
humiliation ritual.
last couple of years have really been like a big one for me because it's like everybody I looked up to as a kid ended up just
are
being
getting shit on.
well, they're bad people.
Yeah.
Like
They're
it's like
plants. They're
rightfully
industry
so.
plants.
They're getting shit on.
As of
But
right
it's
now,
so
I think
hard.
I have one still standing.
Really?
Who's that?
Yeah, Eminem.
I think he's dead.
dude,
I think we're
he-
doing it with the clones.
He drew. Well, yeah,
No
I don't know
way.
about all
No
that.
way.
No, he drew a line in the sand a while back for me.
I don't know. I've,
He
I've
had
seen
a-
his demonic symbolism. I mean, I know he sold his soul to the devil years ago, but then again, it's like
I think it-
D12. What's the guy that died that was brought
Royce
him-
to 5. No, Royce is still alive.
No. What's the guy
Um,
that died when I was bringing up Eminem back in the early 90s? What was the name?
Oh.
Like
Watch-
Easy E or
No, not Easy. Not Easy. He's still alive.
He's still alive.
What's that guy?
Man, Easy, he's still alive. Pac's still alive.
Pac
Yeah.
is still alive.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, remember when we talked about on Dosed about Elvis?
Elvis still alive.
Elvis
he's-
might still
he's-
be alive.
He's bringing that whole podcast we covered. He's coming back to life. There were
I like Elvis. He should be.
this is
alive.
back when
No,
back in the D12 era. What his producer that came up with him because Eminem killed him because he ended up taking his entire EP.
I'm like in disbelief because I don't know what's going on.
Eminem killed him.
Yeah,
Like, I think I would know about this.
I think I'd probably find
like,
out. Like, yeah.
I know he talked a lot of shit about Dre back in the day, but
But,
I don't think it was Dre.
Yeah.
Like,
Dre's still-
Well, he released a song about Don't Forget About Dre.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, so
I'll have to dig it
I
out. 'cause
forgot
this
what
will be
we
a
were, forgot what
next
we were
time.
talking
we're gonna
about.
have a whole podcast
Yeah.
about that.
About
We-
music. We're about all the
We already are doing a whole podcast about music at this
Yeah,
point.
we started.
We haven't even covered the surface of one.
Look
we've
at this.
all, like,
It's all
listened to.
because of
One
what was your last
genre,
vacation.
Yeah, we haven't. Oh yeah, it's all about the vacation.
I think Tech Nine is like the only one that really never sold his soul to the devil. You know, it's like
Wait, who is your one?
I said.
Oh, you said Eminem. Okay.
No. I haven't seen them. I said.
So
My
land.
Chemical Romance was my
Yeah.
one.
Oh no, for okay, sorry, because that brings back even a further question.
Yeah.
But no, you had said you're like one person who you look up to and still
Yeah,
hasn't
probably
like
Tech.
sold out was
Tech,
Or
Tech,
M,
Tech and
you said?
Eminem, but
Yeah.
Eminem kind of
the
sold
fact
his soul.
that
I,
Ronnie was able to get him to redo what he came up with their duet
Mhm.
is like, but it's like the funny thing is like, it's because Tech's been in the business for 40 years.
Oh yeah.
So it's like you don't tell Tech to do shit, but it's like when Ronnie did that, it's
You
like that's
give
a
him
level
enough-
of respect that nobody can have. But it's
yeah.
like he
Surge
came
did
back
it
harder.
too. Surge did it too because
Surge did it too.
no, Tech did it to Surge.
Oh, okay. But Tech is
in,
like
in the song that Surge is in with Tech, he goes something about having a Bible and about burning
Sure.
burning Bibles.
we need to get this fly out of here.
And
Came in with
then-
somebody else.
It was about something like guns and Bibles, and then the original line was like burning Bibles. So it's like Tech's like, because he's like, Tech grew up a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a fucking Kansas City, of course.
but
Kansas City, Kansas.
his mother married a Muslim, so
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
he's Chrislam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What he calls it. He gets a mixture of both. Killer Clown, like that's where he got, like pretty much started his like Chrislam, like I'm gonna combine both.
Yeah.
Can't really do that because the
No.
Muslims will kill him.
They're incompatible. But
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's
Yeah.
just lucky
I don't
that
need-
Sharia law hasn't caught up yet.
yeah, I was
That's
gonna
why
say,
he
Also has a
He does-
huge following, so it's like I'm sure both.
he's got
I
he's
wouldn't-
got SU
he's-
money
he's
with
got a
strange
decent
music
following.
and
But like he says, his mother's a Christian, his father or his stepfather
yeah.
is. a Muslim.
yeah.
So it's not like he technically believes. I guess I don't know which way he believes per se, like personally. I
Yeah.
haven't asked him this question.
Next time you run into him.
Next time I get the VIP,
Yeah.
I will ask.
Dude, we should like three of us should get together and go to a Tech Nine because we're all fans of Tech Nine.
Yeah,
I've
that
been
would
listening to
be
Tech Nine
like
for 30 years. So it's
Rap
like,
music is our crossover. ladies
Yeah.
and gents.
Yeah, I would have never
I-
guessed you guys listen to Tech.
oh, dude,
yeah.
Tech's the
Dude,
Tech's
Tech's
been, Tech's
boy.
been around forever.
I like
Wait,
the
he's
I
been
like
around
the
for
whole
years,
but it's
I
so
like
fun,
the
like,
entire strange
saying,
music.
I listen to Tech, and people go, "Who?"
Yeah.
I go, "Oh, Tech 9."
Yeah, I like his
Mhm.
signed artist too. Like I'm like Hobson. I wish was like back on Strange Music. I don't know what
He never
he's up
was.
to. Didn't he do like a?
He's done a lot of features.
He's
with
done a
Tech.
lot of features.
He's done a lot of features. He was
ISO.
which is
ISO is
so cool
amazing.
though. 'Cause, I mean, that
ISO,
shows
I
respect.
love ISO.
I'm a fan of most Strange Music artists.
like every strange music.
is
but-
is that a
That's his label.
That's his
Oh,
label.
that's his label.
And
Okay.
they do like freestyles together all the time.
Oh yeah, they do
and
ciphers.
It's awesome. And
I've always
like
been just a
everybody
fan of
on
Tech,
there
so it's
is
like, I
Yeah,
just listen to
yeah.
when it comes out.
and all of them are similar to Tech in like the skill, you know.
for the
But
most part.
yeah, but I mean enough.
He's got the chopper.
He-
Like he's
yeah.
known.
He's
He's
still
known. He's,
specified.
he's named after a gun, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
Yeah. But I'm
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
you
I
know,
mean,
like
talk about an
what was-
iconic.
and he can still
Aspect.
spit.
because all of them are
Oh,
very
Tech Nine?
similar
Oh,
to like
Him and M.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Like they're pushing.
But, you know,
what, 52.
Twista, Buster Rhymes, like all of those guys come to mind when it's like Tech
Dude,
Nine.
just
and
think
Biggie
we
The
Put
chop
into that.
moves faster. Like,
But-
yeah.
Oh, they should
What I was
call
gonna
it
say earlier-
the retirement home, but it'd be Tech Nine, Eminem, Twista, Buster Rhymes. I mean, all those
feel like-
guys on tour would be insane, but I don't think their
Yeah.
egos.
They,
allowed
I think
to
they
happen.
have a song called Midwest Choppers where
They
they're
do.
all
Yeah, they're all
just,
on
like,
it.
on the
Yeah, I
song.
know-
It's like the
Eminem-
most syllables per second or whatever
Yes.
per minute. No, I was gonna say earlier, Eminem drew the line in the sand, right?
With tech?
No, with a freestyle where he said, "If you're a Trump supporter, I don't want to be like, I don't want you anymore." I took it literal.
But like, I feel like he sided with Trump.
No, he doesn't.
I feel like he did.
He
No,
doesn't.
he's bowing. He's
No?
bowing down. He's
Yeah.
taking a knee to whoever's paying him.
Yeah, he's like not a
He's not
Trump.
gonna
He
fuck with
thinks
Jews.
Trump is a fucking idiot. Like, but I was like, yeah, but he is.
But
But like, that's
granted,
the whole
you're
point.
right.
Like you also are telling people to go like flip their middle fingers up at the air and the sky.
You're literally telling
at
people
the
to go
world.
kill themselves.
And then thank you guys so much for being here.
Did we do that?
We have what we have daily shorts, right? So
day.
like,
Yeah.
catch us on hopefully
Mhm.
TikTok soon
Yeah, I
and
got
YouTube for sure.
You blow us up, we can do this daily.
And then yeah, honestly, we have a lot of new comments, like a lot of new views. It's actually I get nervous just going through our comment section. One of my favorite ones.
I think I need to go through our comment section.
One of our favorite ones is like, oh, does that guy have a lisp? Is that one's fun? Another fun
You would
one
bring
is
one
like,
about you, huh?
another fun one is like,
self-centered son of a bitch. Look at this guy.
hold up, another
He looks like Jesus.
Hey Zeus. You know what's piss off the Christians?
another fun one is, oh, you guys think Trump is a victim? That's great.
Oh, that's
Hey.
cute.
We don't have any comments about that at all. It's crazy.
Oh
crazy.
shit, we're almost to 1,000 followers.
Um,
B tier mutinier? That's our podcast?
No.
no.
Unsubscribing to that fucker. Sorry,
Jeff,
B
like,
tier
hasn't,
mutineer.
Jeff like hasn't even looked at our YouTube channel yet. Hey, that's us.
Yeah. I got. Why can't I subscribe to this podcast?
Go to,
Aliens.
Go to-
Aliens got your phone now.
go to the channel.
There we are.
He hasn't even subbed to us yet.
Yeah, there we go. Now I'm subscribed.
Now we're at the 50 subs.
Yeah, we're at 50 subs. Woo, woo.
Are we?
Yeah, with that.
Yes.
Right on the dot.
Well,
That's
we
actually
either have
What a
2
call.
views or we have 3,000.
Yeah, there's no in between. I can't figure it out. We'll get the algo. You guys have a good rest of your night. Bye. This is a tinfoil hat outdoorsman, new subscriber to the
Phil.
channel,
Yeah.
first time chatter. And then we have Phil.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Bye.